you and just just put it in there. Nah.
Welcome to Go Live, ladies and gentlemen. We demonetize ourselves just for this intro for you. Welcome to Go Live, a week where we have no Xbox games. But we have a lot to talk about this week. A lot to talk about.
What are you talking about? We got to see Hellblade. What do you mean?
Shut up.
Same footage for 4 years ago.
It is. I scribbled the topics on this piece of paper with a fireball.
I was like a kid drew it. Hey, you should make the letter backwards just to be cute. Like, what do you think?
I know. I normally have a Word document, and then but it started off with a Word document with a list of topics, all and then into a PDF format to send my guests and say, hey, just to prepare yourself, this is really good. And then steadily it just degraded into this. Hello everyone, welcome to Go Live, the Saturday evening gaming talk show where we get lit literally every single one. Maybe Asa more incrementally gets lit
but
during
no one
the
gets
show.
more lit than me here. That's for sure, though.
This is where it's a good thing Fritanga's not on camera, because that would definitely get us banned.
You don't want to. Yeah, definitely not.
You don't do that.
People after a while would be like, "Wait a minute, that's a drug? I didn't know that was a drug." They'll discover what drugs are through me. So
yes, they will. Yeah, and you will. Do you know what 2CB is, though? Do you know what 2CB is?
I said this before the stream started, and I was like, Jez has a very impressive bottle of liquor on him that I'm actually quite jealous of.
You can show it.
That looks nice. Show us the bottle. You're not going to get in trouble.
I mean, like, yeah.
That's not the bottle.
What was the bottle?
That was the same bottle.
No, I don't think that is the same bottle.
You've done too much already. That was the same bottle.
The exact same bottle.
It's the COVID. It's the COVID.
Yeah, it's the COVID.
Oh yeah, you do.
We've got a whole liquor cabinet here, so we're gonna kill some liver cells today.
Let's do it. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it.
Europe. You guys take your drinking serious.
Oh, yeah, Americans don't handle their alcohol.
No, we don't. Why do you think the most popular beers here are all trash?
And watered down, and it's just, yeah, it's weird. Well, anyway, sorry, chat. We were talking about drugs and alcohol. Welcome to Go Live, as we do. Before we get into the show, Asa, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? I'm on coffee and red wine, as I normally am most weeks. And thanks for asking, Gaz. I'm fantastic this week. This is, I got us some coffee to get through this. It goes on a long time sometimes.
Can you show us
this
your
is an
little
important one.
Off? Look how fancy this is.
Wine. It's not that fancy.
Cheers.
Fuck you.
It's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
It is.
It's an important week for me, though, because...
Go ahead, sorry.
No worries. All this time, I've been hearing these whispers that have been spreading around the internet. They're like, you never see Asa and Fratanga in the same place. Are they, are they the same person? So I'm happy to have the opportunity to just confirm for both of our sakes. No, we're not the same person. Nobody. That was not a real rumor.
No. There was a theory that you were the same person, but the similarities
were
so
different.
I made it up on the spot. There really wasn't. I promise.
I sound like a real life cartoon character. You guys sound like British people.
That's true. That is true.
All three of you are Brits, aren't you?
Actually, there's a bit of a British gangbang. You're just getting spit roasted by 3 Brits here at the moment. Sorry, Fritz.
British roast. Can we really call it roast?
British roast. Welcome. Well, on that note, Fritanga, the ever so controversial man. God, every time I invite you on the show, I just get some couple of heathens. It's like, this guy said this. But I know deep down you're a lovely person at heart, and I know that's not a lie, and that you bring a lot to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, it is. I don't think I have my sound effects.
Bruh.
No, I don't. Fuck.
Well, you know what, Gaz, to that I have to say this, right?
Yeah. He is
Joking.
He's choking. That's what he is. He's choking.
The chat's like, he's got to be joking about taking longer. I'm like, I am not. Sometimes, if I feel like it, there'll be a little bit of, other stuff sprinkled on top of the weed, you know? But
Like
today,
heroin.
no, no. I only fuck with good ones.
Demonetized.
Oh man, doesn't matter about the
dear.
monetization. We're here to entertain you people. We're not here to make money, which is the reason why we suck
what? We're not
as
here for
business
money?
people. No, we're not. But we're here to entertain you, and entertain you we will. You've had Fritango's so weird introduction, and last but certainly not least, we've got. I don't even know what these buttons are doing. I'm just gonna press it. Oh yeah, that's that one. We've got Jez Corden, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
That's a
I
video.
am.
The legend,
Pressing
I'm
button.
the king of the block button.
the king of the block.
The
one,
king
yeah,
of that's so true.
I had Fritanga, like before the show, we were discussing the fact that I have got Fritanga blocked, and I don't know why. So
It could be a
so maybe
myriad
we'll
of
find out
reasons, Jez.
together. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because like a lot of people have been unblocking me recently, both on PlayStation and Xbox side, right? So Colt Eastwood did, fucking Salty
Nice to meet.
Spinning did, King Thrash did. Jez, you unblocked me. So yeah, I'm on a
It's your
roll here.
redemption arc.
I'm being rewarded for behavior or something.
Well, I was
Paris Lily
like,
watches you?
I need to find out who I'm on the show with, and I clicked into your profile, and it was like, oh, I've got him blocked. I don't know why. So, yeah. So, I don't know.
the less you know,
sometimes I just
the
block
better.
people for fun.
Yes.
something.
You
Can I-
are.
what's
you are
above you?
Block, you're a little block happy there. You gotta be careful. You know?
I am, yeah.
But then you're gonna
I
block
got
the
in
wrong
trouble.
person and get in trouble. You know.
I got in trouble for blocking Alana Pierce the other week.
You blocked Alana Pierce? Why?
Yeah. Well, I thought in my head that she'd block me, right? And who was it? It was Paris Lily. Paris Lily quote tweeted something of mine, and then Alana Pierce was like, "Oh my god, why has he got me blocked?" And I was like, "Hang on a sec, I blocked you because you blocked me."
Oh, retribution blockage. Oh shit.
Yeah, retribution blocking. But she was adamant that she didn't block me, so I don't know.
Are you following each other now?
No, I don't follow her, but I unblocked her. I don't know her, so you know.
Jez is blitz.
Yeah, just block everyone. Apparently, is the point of the story.
Jez, what's up on your ceiling right now?
What do you mean?
He's looking up.
Jason asked the same thing. Yeah, why were you looking up? I thought like Rand was gonna drop on your head.
Right.
I was like, "Are you okay?" It looks like the ceiling fan.
This is why. My TV's really highly mounted up. That's why I look up sometimes.
He's playing Diablo.
I'm playing Diablo, yeah. This game's so easy.
Yo,
I can
that
play one
setup
hand.
actually looks really comfy.
You have the same setup
can-
as me. My TV's right up here as well. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit too high. I kind of feel like.
Yeah, I have to go like
Diablo
this.
is like so easy that I can hold the webcam and play Necromancer at the same time with one hand.
Oh, I got Necro as well. Yeah.
Wait, we're allowed to
Well,
play
I thought-
games while we're talking? Well, you didn't tell me that, Gas.
Not necessarily, but just and you've got no camera, so
I
you can get
insist.
away with it.
I'm paying attention. I can multitask. It's Diablo. It's not rocket
It's
science.
like, yeah, Diablo's pretty easy. I was playing Sonic while I was on KSLT's show, so I can't say shit.
I played Diablo
I got a little.
my entire podcast yesterday. So
Oh shit.
I got a little triggered by your Halo Infinite tweet yesterday. I was like, ah.
yeah, I was
what
curious. Why is that?
I was triggered because I've actually quite been enjoying Halo Infinite a lot. I just don't ever have a moment where I really want to put it down for another shooter, right? And I keep going back for the updates. Season 5 has been good. I was actually quite surprised. I was like, I thought you would like Halo even more than me.
Oh.
Wait, I didn't see your
my
article. Did you shit on it?
Not shit.
No,
You didn't
what
shit.
I said was I tweeted that every time I quote tweeted Mint Blitz, who's like esports pro. And
He's
he's
sick.
posting these montages with his sniper rifle just killing people like it's nothing. And he makes it look really fun. He makes it look really
And it's on
easy.
controller, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I was just like, and my tweet was basically like, videos like this make me want to play Halo. But then when I try, I just get absolutely obliterated. It's not hate on Halo. It's just that I'm shit at it. That's the
No. But
and I
the thing
don't have
is,
time to get good at it.
Well,
then
we can
you
talk
also, I think, but you said it's also why you put it down or something. I don't remember the full tweet.
Yeah, like, I put it down and I go back to Battlefield and Overwatch, which
Oh, that was triggered me. That's what triggered me. I remember.
I'm not saying they're better. I'm just saying they're easier for me.
They're not
my
bad.
aged brain.
Yeah.
Halo's too hard, man. It's too hard for me. It's too hard.
I don't know if you have an orgasm or a stroke. That's what happens when
It's
you're
too
not on
hard,
camera.
man.
I've never heard
Overwatch is so
anybody say
chill.
Halo is too hard. This is the first time I've ever heard
It is
in my
harder
life.
than the other games.
Really?
Battlefield is so chill. You just stand in, you just
Battlefield
hide
is-
with a sniper rifle or crawl around with an LMG. And Overwatch is just like, you know, you can either get sweaty or you can just, you know, play some easy character.
Like
Just
Mercy or something.
don't cry and just
press the
throw
right
bombs
trigger.
everywhere.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just bad at
yeah,
accepting
play
other
more or
people's
something.
opinions. I'm bad at it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
pretty
wasn't
bad at
saying it was
Overwatch.
bad. I definitely wasn't saying it was bad. I just
No, yeah, I know you weren't saying it was bad.
I'm
It was just-
bad at Halo.
Yeah.
No, but, you know,
I've
we
never
can-
been
might as
good
well-
at Halo.
I've been okay at Halo,
I'll load
but
up right now.
you don't need to be good at Halo because right now, and I'll jump into Halo now. The season 5 is out, and season 5 has a huge redemption arc for this game because I've been playing it, managed to jump in finally, and the game mode chat, remind me, which is that playlists where you get random forge maps and it's like you got Gravhammer and Valhalla's tiny. There's so that mode, I promise you, Jez, is not sweaty. It's just random super speed, everything just randomized. But what surprised me, and this is coming from a Halo purist, where I thought even but I still think this, the various armor mods with the cat ears and shit was lame. And now the game mode that I enjoy the most is this crazy like forge mode. It's not Fiesta. It's called something H. They're 2 words or something. I forgot the name. But yeah, that mode, like I promise you need to jump into our games when we have J-Rock. And Fritz, you need to do it as well. Husky Ray, thank you, man.
I would love to play with J-Rock actually, but
I got J-Rock blocked as well, man.
I don't blame you for that one.
People. These are nice people.
Can't play with anyone. I got everyone blocked.
I don't blame him for blocking J-Rock.
J-Rock is a gremlin, but I'm part of that gremlin nation. I was defending him today as as me and Paris were going at it about console warring on Chaos Santa's show. But like he does do a really great community night. It's like full on, like Discord is like crazy. You have to do it on Discord. That's how many people are joining. And yeah, J-Rock, like Halo Infinite is just, it's on this amazing redemption arc. Like, you know, I've been quite vocal about against it, but as far as the multiplayer is concerned, it's really fun. And if you do those custom game modes, especially you, Frit, man, like we played Halo together.
I play
it's so much
Halo.
fun.
Yeah, I have a group I play Halo with.
Yeah, I'm in that group.
Yeah, I want to say though, it's good too because Halo Infinite jumped to the top 10 sellers on Steam 2 days ago. So I'm guessing that season pass really boosted sales, and it actually concurrent player count went from like 9,000 to 18,000 on Steam concurrent. Which is the highest peak it's had in a while. I mean, its highest peak was when it came out. I don't think we're going to see that ever again. But I have a feeling this game is going to crawl back up to the very least 50,000 concurrent players.
Wow.
In the course of time, I think that's where it's going to stay at. But
never say never, because Battlefield 20. I'm a Battlefield guy, right? Battlefield 2042 launched in a fucking state. We'll allowed to swear on the show. We're doing drugs on the show.
What, is that what you're asking now? When we after all the shit we've just said.
But yeah, like Battlefield 2042, like just now, this with its 5th season exceeded its launch player count today. Actually.
That's
so like,
mad.
never say never.
How long was that?
It might happen for Halo as well.
Same time it released as well, funnily enough, around about just a few months before.
Roughly,
Halo,
yeah.
after. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's I suppose Battlefield is also on everything, so it's and also I kind of feel like maybe Game Pass skews Steam stats a little bit, but then isn't Battlefield 2042 on Game Pass now as well? I don't know.
Asa, you're like EA Plus member, no? Like
Battlefield came to Game Pass Ultimate and EA Play like end of last year. I think it was a while ago.
Okay.
or a few months
And
ago.
have you
at
played
least.
either Halo or Battlefield?
I've played both Halo and Battlefield. Halo's much more my style because I can make the enemies a luminous green, so I can actually see them and process what's happening. I can't do Call of Duty and Battlefield. I love and respect Battlefield because I watch it play out, and you see all of these like Battlefield moments and people jumping out of airplanes and shooting stuff with rocket launchers and parachuting onto another airplane and laying their C4 and all this kind of stuff. My Battlefield experience is I spawn, I run across the map for 10 minutes, and someone, probably Jez, snipes me in the back of the head, and then I go, oh. And then I do it again and get run over by a tank, and then I do it again, and I don't really, it just doesn't do it for me. But
when you let it click, Asa, because you're playing on your own, but if you ever squad up with me, for God's sake, you will find that when you hit that squad meta, then you become...
It's a squad-based game, so hard.
Because you've always said, Asa, that you feel like an ant on the giant battlefield, which is definitely true when you're on your own. But when you're in a squad, and you're a top squad, because you're playing as a squad, it's not hard to be top squad if you only communicate. But I'm fucked if I have you on my team because you're not going to say anything. But yeah, play. What about Halo? Have you played the new season 5?
I played some of season 4, so I played it last weekend. I'm planning to play it tomorrow actually to get on it then and have a go. But
definitely. What about you, Jez? Are you still playing? Have you played season 5?
I haven't played season 5. I'm kind of tempted. You know, I'm tempted to give it a go. Good. Everyone says, you know, give it a try, and you know, you suggested there's more casual playlists and stuff. It frustrates me because I'm vaguely competent at Battlefield and Call of Duty and Overwatch and other shooters, but every time there's like a muscle memory there, and you can't play Halo like other shooters, I feel like. So I kind of need to unlearn some of the habits, and I just never have time, or I don't put in the work needed to get decent at Halo, but maybe I'll give it a go.
Try it.
Together.
What about you,
we'll give it a go
Fritz?
together.
Yeah, of course I've been playing season 5.
We need to play together.
Yeah, we're gonna play together soon. Delta here in the chat, who's watching.
Delta.
I play in a group with him quite often, and you know, the Mischief, and sometimes we also play with BitCloud as well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You guys would be surprised how many people on Twitter that hate on Halo are people playing it in calls.
That's great.
Well, it's because you know it is actually pretty fucking fun, especially when you're playing things like Super Fiesta. Super Fiesta is a game mode that once I pick it up, I don't put it down for a good chunk of the day. It's just very fun experience. But you know, there are moments in Halo Infinite though where you're just like, God, if this would have just been here at launch. You know, if this would have just been here at launch, you know,
it'd be a whole different beast.
You know, we imagine where we'd be now with like added content. So I guess sometimes that can take away from people's experiences, because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, they have a bad taste in their mouth.
Associating with the past. I agree with you.
Yeah, from launch day. They still have a bad taste from launch day. And the first
I got PTSD from that.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie. The first 2 seasons nearly gave me a fucking heart attack, right?
Yeah, you know? Bro.
I mean, like, yeah, granted, I played it on like 500 milligrams of edibles, but, you know, the stress came. The stress came from how the XP grind worked. That was just
that was fucking broken as well.
Yeah, it was bad, and so were the challenges and the objectives, and I didn't see any improvements till Bonnie was taken out. That's when the improvements really started to roll in.
Yeah.
I know people who, like, you know, 343 employees who quit the entire gaming industry because of how bad the development of that game was. They were just no, I'm not working on. Yeah, seriously, like at least 4 people. Like
4 people quit the industry because their bad experience with Halo Infinite.
Wow,
probably more than 4 people. I used to have a lot of good sources at 343, but now I don't, because some of them quit, some of them laid off. But like some of the ones I know that quit said it was just the worst game they'd ever worked on, and they just they don't want to work in the industry at all anymore. It's crazy.
Wow. Did they say why? Was it management?
It's that and this is another thing about Halo Infinite. It's been really hard to really lock down a sort of a coherent narrative about what went wrong with that game.
Yeah.
Because everyone blames a different department. You know, everyone blames a different aspect of the development. I've had people blame the engine. I've had people blame management. I've had people blame this and people blame that and blame different people. Some people blame Bonnie Ross. Some people blame Christopher Lee. Chris Lee, I believe his name is. You know, maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know, but I just like, and I just couldn't build. Like, I spoke to maybe about roughly between 20, maybe 20 people, 15 and 20 people.
Ooh.
Yeah, like when I was trying to. Yeah, there's
How
a lot
come
of
all
people.
you guys have more access to these people than I do, and I have clout? It doesn't make
Well, you work
sense.
for Windows Central, so you would have that. But
This guy, you guys, like everybody around me, I'm surrounded with, had like talks to more people who work within the industry. I am so.
I wonder
left out.
why, Frit. I wonder why. Have you seen your videos? What the
Well,
fuck?
hold on.
I've been doing this for 10 years, man.
It also could be because when some industry insider hits me up, like, hey, I'm like, hey, you want me to sling you some drugs? And then they'll never talk to me again, you know? That could be it. That's part of the reason. Maybe I shouldn't offer to sell substances.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Industry
Except it's me.
insiders. It's just I want them to lighten up because some of them just take their jobs too serious. You know? You know?
Oh, Dreamcast guys here. I've arrived from my that's not a Dreamcast guy.
No, it's not.
Because
Definitely
they use the weird picture.
Remember, Spider-Man 2. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Spider-Man 2 later.
Well, let's just talk about Halo in a bit because I was on KSRT's thing and I just wanted to have this chat. Jez, you know people are working because you broke this. Well, no, actually, you kind of double backed on it. You didn't think there was another Halo being worked on a UE5 engine. Now you said now your sources confirmed it, and there's radio silence on that front. But
well, this is another thing, man. Like the whole Unreal Engine thing and the slip space discourse, which it was Sean W, a Halo YouTuber. I don't know if he still does YouTube anymore. I think that whole fiasco
Sean W, I had him on. We were on his show. No, Cult Show. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's an awesome guy. He broke this news about Halo switching engine, and I was like, that's kind of in line with what I've been seeing from the Halo API. So like the Halo has like these public APIs that, you know, web developers and whatever can tap into to make Halo community sites and stuff like that. And tons of stuff was leaking through this API, like from people scraping it, right? So like that's how Tatanka leaked, like the Battle Royale thing, and a bunch of other stuff leaked through it. And there was crazy.
It is.
So it is. They've timed it up now, which is why now everyone's in the dark about what does Tatanka still even exist. We don't know anymore because they've closed a lot of those. Yeah, so I snitched.
Oh, maybe they would have figured it out. Oh, did you? Oh, you snitched.
Yeah, well, everyone wrote about it, right? I mean, it was all over Discord, and people were like, oh my god, look at these Tatanka, look at these API calls, and you know, and it was like, this is clearly a battle royale because there's code about, you know, circles shrinking and stuff like that, and it's like clearly Tatanka's some kind of battle royale thing they're going for, right? So all that leaked through the Halo API, and then I came across some documents. Once I saw the Tatanka code name, it kind of made it easier to come up with the documents which described the game mode in full and attached certain affinity to it. And certain affinity or creative assembly, I always get them mixed up.
I always get them. I think certain affinity.
Certain affinity.
It is certain affinity. Yeah. So attach them to the game and all that kind of stuff, and then nothing. So like, initially I'd heard that and seen evidence that there was some Unreal Engine stuff in there, but then again, and then I was kind of thinking like maybe they just used Unreal Engine for some aspects of the game and people put 2 and 2 together and made 5, you know, including myself maybe. But then again, then I had another source, you know, former 343 source, who was like being really coy about it, and it was so weird, right? Because he was telling me all this stuff about you know, dirt on the development of the game, and you know, blaming people and all this kind of stuff, and he was like really willing to speak about a lot of aspects about Halo Infinite, but he wouldn't speak about the engine. He wouldn't tell me if they were switching to Unreal or not. Like he was
Why?
willing to speak about all. I don't know. To this day, it kind of.
So he's leaking all that shit, which is pretty kind of worse. Like that, like saying, look, this project's in die, but he won't say about the engine, which is going to be moving.
I kind of wonder, like, if it's like something like he's allowed to share, like he can share his opinion about the development, certain developers or something, but like any sort of development on Unreal Engine, maybe that's subject to an Unreal NDA or an Epic Games NDA or something like that. I was just kind of like, why is he telling me all this stuff? But he just won't talk about the engine whatsoever. But this was a long time ago, man. We're going back two years.
I don't think they're gonna jump to any engine. I think they're gonna.
I personally think, I don't think so either at this point. I think
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt they're going to.
It seems weird to me. It seems weird to me.
I don't see the possibility of them taking
kind
all
of
these
wanna-
assets and putting it on Unreal.
This is the last thing I heard, right? And this was a long time ago, and it's completely unverified. So I really I'm wary to put this out there. But I had the vaguest of rumors that I was never able to substantiate, and it's the kind of thing that I only share on a podcast, and not that I haven't put it in an article because I couldn't verify it, you know.
Yeah.
So I heard that like they had ported Forge mode to Unreal Engine. That was like, and Forge mode is like, would be the basis of moving Halo to another engine and building content through that toolkit or something. Because one of the complaints that a lot of developers at 343 leveraged to me was that Slipspace, is it Slipspace or Slipstream?
Yeah,
I can never remember that either.
Slipspace, I think.
One of the criticisms they always gave me was Slipspace had no documentation, and it was really hard to use, and there was no training for it. And like when there were contractors coming in, they were like,
it was the new
learn on the floor, go learn it, just figure it out.
So yeah, pretty much, and like passing down tips and tricks like just by word of mouth rather than having like proper training on it and proper documentation. And the tools as well were really
the tools.
Yeah,
that's the Colt Eastwood.
Shout out to Colt. I don't know these bands anymore.
Yeah, guys, you gotta get Colt Eastwood to record himself saying "Wait for the tools" and put that as a sound bit.
What does that refer to?
See, there's a video Colt put out like 2 years ago where I remember responding to it too. You know,
because wait for the tools. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He was like he made a video where he's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is underperforming on Xbox Series compared to PS5, and that's because the tools aren't out yet. I'm like, shut up. And everyone's like, wait for the tools.
Sorry, Colt.
So every time I hear someone say tools, I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
this is a long time ago, right? So maybe it's all peachy now. Maybe they're just like, actually, Unreal's a stupid idea when we've invested this much in this engine. And I've heard that a lot of money went into Halo.
I just don't see this. Like, I don't see them moving the game to
hundreds of millions on that engine.
Because,
just on the game in general, like
this game's budget
like not the engine specifically, just the game. Yeah. So I kind of tend to agree that like at this point they probably won't switch engine. And I honestly, I kind of think Tatanka might be cancelled. You know, I'm not sure about that.
Really?
Yeah, like I haven't got no real hard information on that either. But the fact that like at Gamescom, Certain Affinity was there showing a new game behind closed doors, and we've not heard a damn thing about Project Suerte, which I know they're working on because I literally had the contract for it, and you know, and they were.
What was Project Suerte?
Some of them reached out and expressed that they were annoyed at me for leaking it, you know. So I think Suerte
shouldn't have leaked it. Why would you do that?
Oh shit! I didn't realize you were so deep into that. Like they even reached out and said, "Yo, we didn't like the fact that you leaked this." Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
but everyone was talking about it.
They never like leaks, but yeah,
everyone was talking about it.
It was kind of hinted to me that the reason I wasn't invited to this behind closed doors thing for their new game was because I'd leaked. And it's like, well, you're kind of admitting they exist then.
You've just been exiled like some leper from the industry.
You are now blacklisted. They definitely got you on a blacklist.
I'm blacklisted by a lot of studios and people. And
Yeah, no shit. People,
No, obviously.
you're like, hey,
I would
everyone.
blacklist the shit out of you if I was
I
running a
would
development
blacklist you too. I would never trust you with my game info.
No chance.
I mean,
Ru-
I just
That's just like,
I
Jess,
love
Love you,
it.
Jess.
Jess,
You're
I
the
just
best
want to
man.
tell everybody everything.
I want to
about
know
my
the
game.
information for me. You know, I want to know it for me.
Yeah.
I'm nosy,
another
and
drink.
I like to know this shit, man.
Oh man, where is that? What was that movie called with Jake Gyllenhaal? And he's this reporter, and he's just like this whole movie's about him being a reporter, and he's such a sick reporter. But that's you. But the gaming version's like, fuck these guys. I need to break the story, and you have to be that way in that space. Ace made a video about that. I'm on the opposite side. I love it. Ace is like, please don't bring it up. I won't. But you know, thanks to you, we get a lot of insight. A lot of it was confirmed, really. The massive departure and all these new Pierre Hintze, who's now the new hero of 343, along with his team. And they've also branched out management. It's not just Pierre. Then they have subcategories of sub-managers. They're definitely trying to get this sorted out, and the results are showing quite quickly. And I think if what you're saying, if there's I know it's unverified, Idle Sloth, it's unverified, but shout out to Idle, man. He's such a G.
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so cool. Have you
He's
met
a
him?
cool guy. I've never met him though, but he's giant. Like, you didn't think he'd be like that. I don't know what you'd think he'd be like, but it's just like Idle Sloth's like a giant guy. He looks really cool, man. Everyone told me he's really chill as well. But what was I talking about? I completely forgot. No, that's what I remember. It's like you were saying that on the off chance that what you're saying is correct, and a lot of it was no documentation and therefore no training or anything. That problem suggests not really a problem with the engine, it's the lack of communication or basically understanding the engine. So over a period of time, if you were developing this for 3 years, you'd get some people who are now accustomed to it and offer that traiing internally. So
the Tools Man is here himself. The Tools Man is here himself in the chat. Colt, the Tools.
Spiderman. That's what I want to do.
Colt was trying to have his first kid and they couldn't get pregnant. He was like to his wife, "Wait for the tools. Just wait for the tools. Wait for the mesh shaders, and the baby will be
Wait for the
rendered."
tools. There it is. Now we can have a child.
my
Sorry,
God.
Jess. What were you saying?
Well, I was just saying, like, I can't even remember what I was saying though. But
No, you were talking about the. You fucking fret, man. We were about to get some nice insider shit, and then you just distract me with
The whole
Colt
plan was
Eastwood
to get
and his
turned
penis
up,
not
wasn't it?
working. Now I've got an image of Colt Eastwood staring at his penis, going, "The tools to make it work."
tools!
And I could have found out what happened with Halo. No, we will find out. So I was saying that the game's development, and people will now grow accustomed to the design environment of Slip Space. Potentially, so much work being done. The mere notion of an engine migration alone, after what I would imagine is considerable investment into the development of Slip Space, makes the migration so bad. Like, it's so unfeasible. Like, it sounds crazy.
I don't think they'll do it.
It
I think
sounds
what
completely
I was going to say
far-fetched.
was,
I was like, I don't know.
I agree. I don't think it'll happen at this point. And what I was going to say ultimately was, it does seem like the communication was the main issue with Halo Infinite. Like, people weren't communicating properly with Phil. They weren't communicating properly with each other, and the teams weren't communicating properly. I heard that like different teams were on different NDAs, so they weren't allowed. Yeah, they weren't
Are
allowed.
you
To communicate.
that Chinese walls within their own development? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Also, a lot of
Contracted-
Because the contractors, that's why. That's why.
True. And also, like, because of Washington state law, something to do with like the contractor retention was a weird thing at 343.
Yeah, there's like time limited. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just sounds like it was a nightmare. But it sounds like what they've gone with now is a sort of a smaller, leaner, meaner team. And I think, like, if you are going with a smaller team, switching engine can't be in scope. So I don't think the Unreal thing's gonna happen. If I was to guess, but I don't have a source, the 343 these days.
You guys ever
they all
wonder
got
how
fun.
much? You guys ever wonder how many people working on this game may not have needed to be on the project? Because it seems that they're getting a lot more done with a smaller team.
Potentially.
right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I feel like a lot of the work was meant to be divided into like multiple teams with how much people were working on this originally.
Yeah.
And that's probably where the miscommunication happened, right? Because it's like, well, we're gonna
It does feel like there was
all on this
bottlenecks and shit.
The way the game launched, like right when we played the beta, that was the fucking game. Right?
That was the fucking game.
That was the fucking game, and I was
Minus
like, holy
some
shit.
day one updates. Hot fixes,
I had a good time with it when it like in its first 3 days. But after that, I was like, this game desperately needed content, maps.
That's the thing.
Modes,
That's the thing.
It's getting all the stuff it needs now. But
absolutely. I think you're right there, and I think both that's quite interesting insight there. That you've got internal NDAs because of contractors, and there's no team growing up. So the problem seems to be always teamwork. Like, it's not necessarily the engine. And that's why when you see these strides, you see the positive boom that the game is getting, I can't see, and the template is there, the work is there for even story content. They can release
that's scrapped completely. They're not.
They need to start again. If they're definitely making a sequel. They've talked about it. There's going to be next mainline entry will be the next Halo game. It's not going to be this 10-year plan, which they've now abandoned. But it's going to be weird to have, unless it's like you treat it as a live service, slip space based multiplayer and a UE5 story based thing working in tandem. I just find that weird. It'll become like the Warzone of Call of Duty to the, I guess, mainline releases every year. But
I think that's probably what they'll go with. Like, I mean, I don't think they're gonna the way that multiplayer games have evolved in recent years is like everything. Whether this is true or not, I don't know. But the assumption in the industry is that everything needs to be free to play, right?
Yeah.
So
that might be changing though.
Maybe, I don't know, but
a lot of free-to-play games are not not doing well, and single-player games are doing well.
Maybe. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because
even Starfield, which is the segue, I guess, into the next topic. Starfield has sold tremendously. It sold the 7th most sold copy of the game all year, and it won NPD for September as well, which is considerable. And the narrative that you've had a hit this gen on your show, Jez, Colin Moriarty's been espousing the Game Pass is sustainable. And you guys you and Rand did a great job in that and kind of raising the points that we were saying. And you could tell that even then Colin Moriarty was very his answers weren't even that good. Like, they were really just kind of very speculative, and there was no substance to his concerns.
Yes, with all due respect.
Look at this
Colin Moriarty said himself, mark his words, Starfield and the next Elder Scrolls will be on PS5. That's what he said. Mark his words. That's exactly what he said.
There you go. It's speculative as fuck.
It's in writing. I've seen
failed speculation. Eyes. Yeah, that's the thank you for actually telling me that. Well, I don't need excuses not to go after him. But the thing is, he says that isn't this proof? Is it too early? Is this the outlier? Tell me, Jez. Is Starfield hitting number 7 just like another bullet in the gun that kills the argument? Or are we still going to...
It helps, I suppose, but like it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because like the debate hinges a lot on assumption. Like you said it yourself, right? There's a lot of assumption with when it comes to detraction against Game Pass, because, and this is Microsoft's fault, they don't release the facts and figures. However, some of these facts and figures and these documents have leaked as a result of the court case and assholes like me. And one of the things that
you said that so naturally threw me off, man. Sorry.
His beard got more red as he said it.
One of the things I do know is that
Microsoft.
Yeah, I think it is the drugs.
Microsoft tracks that, like, the number one identifier of Game Pass engagement and sales is Metacritic. If the game does well on Metacritic, chances are it's going to do well in Game Pass. Chances are it's going to do well in sales, and it's proven time and time again. And that's why Metacritic is still such a important aspect of the gaming discourse, is because even though, like, you can completely ignore Metacritic if you want, and as an individual, but for publishers and people like Xbox and Activision and whatever, it's a great
tremendously
indicator of
important.
how well your game's going to do over time, right? It's a really great indicator, which is why it's still so important. And and it is what it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, well,
Suppose,
because I think, thing is, a lot of people online, they'll say, I don't care about Metacritic, right? I don't care about Metacritic scores, right? But the publishers, like you said, they certainly do. They certainly care about that stuff.
It's for them, it's data. For them, it's just data.
But they care about the publicity of their games too, like what kind of attention is your game getting, right? Are people going to the user reviews to tell you they hate your game or to tell you they like it? Are critics what are critics saying about it? All that shit matters more to these publishers than us. So I think Bethesda's looking at Starfield and it did not meet the score they wanted, right? I don't think.
Yeah.
I think Todd Howard was way over his head. I thought he probably thought this thing was going to get over a 90 or some shit. Right?
We all did. We all did, to be fair.
I mean, after Fallout 4, my expectations were, I was thinking the game 88 or so. I wasn't thinking a 90. But actually, you know what? It did hit that 88 for a short bit. Didn't know 87 is what it hit at its highest, right? 87 is what it hit at its highest. I think Bethesda would have been all right with that score, but when they saw how fast it dropped over the course of that month, I don't know. I don't think they're happy with that side of it. But sales-wise, the most sold game of September?
Yeah, and seventh
best-selling game of the year. And by the way, that's also counting physical sales too, which the game did really good in, and digital sales. And it was on Game Pass at the same time. So I guess that narrative is shattered, right? I don't think Game Pass is hurting games at all.
That's a great point, Asa. You've got this figure where the sales of this game were really high. Although I think it was said the vast majority of the sales are on PC, but it's still pretty strong. Doesn't this kill the argument? Isn't this a good example of a single player only game doing this kind of thing?
Yes and no. No single game is going to kill a whole argument like that, because Starfield obviously will be cited as an outlier. It is an exception. It is a Bethesda game that was, despite people saying that it wasn't marketed enough, everybody knew what Starfield was. So it was huge, and it was inevitably going to sell very well, Game Pass or not. So the question that we obviously will never have an answer to is, would it have sold better if it wasn't on Game Pass? You'd assume yes, but what's the discrepancy? What are the numbers like in that scenario? The closest thing that you could possibly have to determine that is ZeniMax's projections before they were part of Microsoft, right? Which were a real thing. They did have those. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, so I don't have a clue how much better or worse they were. In terms of the narrative, though, it's a positive. Everything that Xbox are doing at the moment around Game Pass outside of Starfield, with projects like Avowed and Fable, things like that, it's a narrative that supports single-player games in general. The question that the thing you touched on earlier about multiplayer games all going free to play, that's more tricky to see how Game Pass fits in with the free to play model rather than single player games. I think we're seeing evidence that Game Pass can support single player games because Microsoft are going all in on there, but it's antithetical to a free to play game. The whole point of free to play game is you're taking away every barrier to entry, and having a subscription requirement to get what would have been a free to play game, those two models don't mix in the same way. So you can stick a game on Game Pass and you get access to it with your subscription, and essentially you're taking a bit of subscription money, but you're limiting your audience to people that have got Game Pass, which is not typically how you try and approach a free-to-play model. You want everyone to be able to play it on their phone or whatever. So there are still questions. It's obviously disruptive, and the industry is changing, and the models that it supports are changing, and they're going to find ways to make loads of money, and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's really the takeaway behind it.
I like his conclusion.
Absolutely.
We have seen Microsoft experiment with different business models through Game Pass. Like with free to play, they have got like the Xbox Ultimate deals where it's like, okay, how do we add value to a free to play game through Xbox Game Pass? And one of the ways they've done it is League of Legends. You unlock all the characters if you've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And I presume like they're gonna do things like if you've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, maybe you get 3 free months of World of Warcraft, or you get a bunch of free platinum in Diablo Immortal, or stuff like that. So there are potentially ways they can value add with free to play. I suppose it's just, do people give a shit? I don't know.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing. Like, if I subscribe to Game Pass, right, and I get a WoW subscription, plus I get all these character unlocks, plus I get all of that, that's included in my Game Pass subscription versus, paying for all that stuff individually and then playing those games on their individual clients, it just, I guess consolidating all that shit onto Game Pass, I know people don't like that word, but honestly, if we're being real with ourselves, like I mean, you guys missed when everything was on Netflix, didn't you? When it was easy to just access everything on Netflix, right? And I think there's not all gamers, but a good chunk of gamers out there find that enticing, right? They're like, wow.
But the marketing is the point about that and how enticing it is. And that leads to my third topic. Oh, amazing with these amazingly smooth segues, which I just disrupt with this monologue here. But I was going to talk about marketing. And what you touched on for it is basically awareness. And people like that kind of model. And the problem is, if I ask my relatives who are gamers, but not, the basic kind of, they'll buy COD and maybe the occasional Zelda, but just basically the
normies.
usual COD. Normies, yeah. Filthy casuals. And my cousin is one of them. And they're, when you tell them a Game Pass, it's like, well, what's that? I was like, what? Like Microsoft's, I don't say what, because I know Microsoft's marketing isn't been that good at the mainstream, but that will be resolved with compelling titles like COD. If COD doesn't move the needle, I don't think anything can. But
honestly, well, more people knew what Starfield was than Game Pass.
no, it's true. Absolutely.
More like everybody around me knew what Starfield was. Dude, I went,
let me make
it was kind of crazy to see fucking Crater Face Dreamcast guy, right, come out and say there's no marketing for Starfield, right? That the same day he said that, I was like, I went to the store to go get some snacks, and there's fucking Starfield on Doritos bags, Starfield on fucking Rockstar cans, Starfield on a bus. I was like, Starfield.
Oh, dude. There's I'm in Germany right now.
Yeah.
The Starfield insert here was yogurt drinks. Starfield on the fucking yogurt drinks. Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's so random that Lucas ate bottles here, and then you had that. But I did see a lot of advertising during Gamescom.
Germans love yogurt drinks, man.
But when it comes to Game Pass, I've actually had to explain to a few people what Game Pass is when, they've been like, oh man, I want to play Chivalry so bad right now, but I don't have money. I was like, you should just sub to Game Pass. It's on there. And they're like, fucking Game Pass was that? I was like, what? Honestly, the marketing isn't. I don't know. Maybe the marketing isn't that strong for Game Pass, or maybe people don't care that much about them. I don't know what it is.
The numbers are growing, and the challenge now after ABK completing is that $70 billion weight that you want to desperately justify. Mobile is obviously the answer there, but they're still definitely looking at very closely on the Game Pass numbers and seeing that upward trajectory.
You know what the truth is here? You know what the truth is? The reason Game Pass doesn't see the same kind of growth as Disney Plus or Netflix is because it has no exclusive content. Phil said recently, we don't want to do exclusive content in Game Pass. And I think they know that if they had a game that was only obtainable, say for example, just say for a thought experiment that Starfield was only obtainable through Game Pass, the numbers would skyrocket, right?
Yeah,
but they don't want to do that.
But
it would be horrible, but they don't want to do that because they don't want to undermine the retail market. They don't want to piss off retailers. They don't want to piss off their publisher partners, and they don't want to.
And consumers.
They don't want to. And consumers, they don't want to rock the boat too much. So it's kind of like they're just kind of accepting this sort of brute force, slow trajectory of growth, and sort of letting people choose how they want to engage with this content. And I think that's the best way forward, personally.
I think so as well. I think they're enjoying the fruits of other other models as well. Just where Game Pass. Come on, man. Let's be honest. They must have made a decent amount of money just on Starfield merchandise. Everyone bought this white controller. Everyone bought that. Well, some people bought that.
Controller.
I think
Everyone's got it.
Starfield may have been the most profitable game Microsoft's released since Forza. Probably, I think so.
Probably.
Forza made them a shit. Like Forza was like one of the best selling games of that year.
For Microsoft, it'd be good. Bethesda may.
But from what I read, apparently Starfield is just under 13% of what Forza Horizon 5 sold. Which is good. It's really good because that did not launch on last gen, I believe. Right? Was Forza
No, it
Horizon?
did. It was cross-gen.
It was cross-gen. Forza Horizon, but Starfield wasn't. And so.
Oh yeah,
Starfield,
that's a good point. That's a great point.
Starfield's numbers are pretty impressive for being a new IP that wasn't released on last gen.
Yeah.
And on Game Pass. So we really can't just overlook
That's a good point.
I think if Microsoft keeps pushing out games of this like height, this caliber, I think they're gonna meet that sweet spot they want on subscription numbers and software sales. But obviously the plan is to phase out and completely make Game Pass, we all know that's what they want to do.
We all do, and I think that would be the world would be better for it. But this whole drive now is being on display, literally, as Microsoft takes over entire cities with its marketing. I'm talking about the Globe or whatever the hell it's called in Vegas. I can't believe a building like this even exists. When I was there in Vegas, I did not see this Globe. That sucks.
Guys,
ass.
haven't you heard? Haven't you heard?
What?
They're going to build one in London.
Someone said that. Is it going to be like that? It's going to be a teeny little one? Because I can't. That's massive.
It's the same company. They're building one in London. Yeah.
They probably take over the O2 because that's an absolutely just redundant building. But
is that the Millennium Dome?
Yeah.
You guys, why do you guys have a Ferris?
I went there when I was like 13. It was amazing.
I was wondering why you guys have a Ferris wheel when it's like usually too cold to ride it all year. So
it's a weird little pod though, so it could take quite high. So you're insulated inside.
Central heating inside.
Got a radio.
Yeah, it got a radio.
It's got radio.
What? So like the marketing, I'm talking about this Vegas. They got this giant building, this incredible stage. If you see it the inside, you can see. I think it was. No, was it U2 or someone was performing on that?
Yeah. It's worst band ever.
Oh my god.
They had a good couple of songs.
I just pissed off half the internet.
No, you did.
U2, man. They are so overrated. They suck.
My favorite South Park episode ever is when Randy Marsh has a shit off against Bono from U2. And he's like, oh, how about Bono? Yeah, he's full of shit. He could beat you down.
That was such a raw episode, man.
That episode was
literally shit coming out of their mouths. Everyone's just shit.
My favorite part is he's like walking down like a poor African village. He's like, yeah.
He's
phone rings and he answers. He's like, hello.
So it's fucking South Park.
Bono,
which is what you are.
Where are all these fucking U2 fans, man? Who the fuck likes U2? I don't know a single fucking person.
I'll tell you who likes U2. Do you actually want to know who likes U2?
Yeah, fucking
Christian
so I can go and slap them.
Every single Christian. Every single Christian band you will ever hear in your life mimics the exact sound of U2. Something about U2 works for worship music. Those are who fans of U2
That is true. That is true.
Have you ever to church? Have you ever been to a church? People play songs that sound like it's a goddamn U2 song for like 10 minutes in a row. People like crying on the ground, convulsing, like we're possessed or some shit. And then I'm like, and it sounds just like U2. I'm like, that's who the
U2's not always. There's one song. They played the Batman, the old Batman movies theme, "Kiss Me, Kill Me." It was a good song. It was like pretty saucy. I dated.
Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Where the streets have no name.
No, you don't. I will link it to you, and I'll put a poll on Twitter, and we'll see.
Oh god.
Still
such a good song.
Building and burning down love. We gotta have Gaz cover that song with his voice.
No. Let me read the super chats. Chats, thank you so much for 658 people. Oh, okay. Yeah, just smash that like button. I'm gonna lead some super chats with this music playing. Oh, Parksy, be a member for 24 months says something I didn't copy properly. Oh, okay. What have I done here? Sorry, Poxy, I didn't copy your message, but thank you for being a member for 24 months. Oh, no, that is your message. I thought that was the username. Going to be a fire show. I'm so mugged. Going to be a fire show. Always goal to see a boy from West Mid on Go Live.
Yes, West Midlands, massive.
Where are you from, West Midlands?
I'm fucking Warsaw, mate. Best town in the north.
Oh, I see. KJ Wars, thank you for being a member for 4 months. And, oh shit! Oh no, you actually became a member for 4 months. I thought you. Thank you for joining the family. And just this is terrible. Oh, why have I got this song on here? And this is a sick Lamborghini. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, from ASAP Rocky. It's such a sick tribute. Watch the music video for this. It's an LSD trip. You should know it. Lamborghini High, and they use data moshing to merge this video with sports cars and ass. All these fit girls just turn into pixel, then turns into a sports car, and I'm like, ah. Anyway, Just James 93. Thank you for becoming a member as well. Welcome to the madness. Rambling Entertained with the $5 super chat. Gaz, where the hell is my sauce? Save me from the Mexicans mid videos. Oh, he's talking about you.
I think so, but Rambling Entertained, to be fair, I've seen his subscription list. He's got some pretty poor taste. Don't listen to him.
Oh, shit. Even Alex is getting better than Thick Stick. Whoa, you're going to take that?
That one is definitely not true. I get begged every day to upload because people are like, Alex's video was so unfunny. Where you at, Frit? I'm like, listen, like, I can't just pump out a video, and I mean, I can pump out a video.
You pumped one out when you had COVID.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to see. That's the only way I can be on Alex's levels when I'm sick.
Oh shit!
And nearly dying of COVID. That's when I'm mid. But see, unfortunately, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So this Spider-Man 2 video I'm putting together should be quite, it's definitely going to piss off people. I have a habit of never making anyone happy with my videos. So there's always something wrong with them. So.
Yeah, someone always complains. So, like, oh, guys, too much singing. Oh, I can't wait.
Why don't you make a nice video about Spider-Man?
A nice video about Spider-Man?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
It would be disingenuous.
No.
No, I don't want to pretend like I care about Spider-Man.
That's same here. I really don't care for it. But I do recognize it's a good game. It was just the bug stuff is just having fun. But
can we talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. After
what's
this
going on Twitter? Yeah, what's going on Twitter is people are posting, and this this doesn't just happen just for Spider-Man. This happens for every game. People are
absolutely,
looking
bro.
for great games, looking for bugs and stuff, right?
This one's slightly different.
This one is different because it's Insomniac. I didn't expect this from Insomniac. On top of that, some of the bugs people are finding are not things they went out of their way to look for. It's just people being curious because it is an open world game. So they want to do something like jump on top of a lamp pole, test the physics. So they jump on top of the lamp pole, and all of a sudden their character's just jerking and clipping under the map. And this dude on Twitter comments, he's like, this only happens if you try to go on an off-beaten path and not follow the linear direction of the game. Like, well, it's an open world game. People are going to experiment. They're going to test the physics out of the game, the dynamic range, all that shit. And they're Spider-Man is clipping through people like pedestrians, cars don't actually touch you, but yet I don't know. It's very hard to explain, but
I mean,
the game looks like it could have used another 6 months, maybe. But it's not. It's not broken. It's not unplayable. It's not unplayable by any means. These are just funny bugs I've seen. Like
I don't think the problem is that severe, but I say that. Well, so Spider-Man came out. First of all, before going into the bugs, the game came. Let's give it its flowers. Spider-Man came out and defied a lot of people's expectations. Some people were expecting this to perform well and be the Uncharted 2 equivalent of Spider-Man. And reviews came out, and reviews have given this game a lovely score of a 91 meta. At one point, it looked like it was going to go down, and if it went to 89, these guys would lose their shit. One number.
It went down by 1 point for a day.
Yeah. And then everyone thought, oh shit, it's going to go to 89.
They had already lost it by then, and then it went back up, and then they're celebrating again. It was pretty funny to watch. I was watching Griffin play this, right? I saw the last 4 hours of the playthrough. I also saw Michael does live stream of it, and again, like a lot of other YouTubers, he wasn't actually. I'm surprised because Michael does live, intentionally likes to mash things up together and say games are bad, don't buy them. That's his shtick, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, I saw his live stream, and there was flying cars that go under the ground. Fucking, there was.
Oh, really?
NPCs T-posing. Yes, they were T-posing. I was like, what? NPCs spawning in strange areas, like, they're on dining tables, but that dining table's on top of the umbrella.
Bro, I saw one where the guy turned into a cube, like a tiny cube.
Yes, I saw that one too.
Like sugar cube for the ponies. There's like quite a variety of bugs pretty early on. Like, we knew there would be an obvious blowing it out proportion, and a lot of it is to a certain degree, like it was with Starfield. But the thing is, what's happened is because J-Rock shared like 75 of these bugs in one day, and Nibbles counted every single video.
Yeah,
One,
he counted. He's like,
two,
I counted
3, 4, bastard, 5, 6 videos, bastard, 25, bastard. He's sitting there with a tally. He must have had a tally. He had a pen there. Nibbles like 55, 75, bastard. He hasn't got a fresh accent. I always add that in my source video for Nibbles. Shout out to Nibs. He counted. Bro, I love the fucking. That's why I love J-Rock, man. He went so hard. You got a Brer counting. How many times
J-Rock. You could tell he was like, I've been waiting for this day, motherfuckers. He's just like cracking. He's like, oh yeah. He's just rubbing his hands together. He's been messaging me on Twitter, sending me this stuff, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay, listen, J-Rock, I'm definitely gonna have to get clips from as many people as possible, and not just you, because you are a deceptive motherfucker, J-Rock. And I know you're just trying to have fun against the ponies for what they do to Starfield, but it's still cringe at the end of the day when I see it.
Man, it's too fun. It's too fun.
But a part of me is also like, well, it's also necessary too, because developers should see it, and they're harmless bugs. They're funny, right? But as for
I'll cry for them.
Yeah, due to the game, just how new it is and everything. Not going to talk about spoilers here at all. Not going to talk about anything I've seen. I won't say anything, because again, it's just kind of hard to give out details that someone hears one detail and it could shift their mood, and that's not a fair representation of the game. But I did but the story I saw, I'm not really sure what the brilliant writing the reviewers were talking about is. But
so I did see some starting bits, and there was like, it was so dry, man. Like, it's cheesy dialogue. It's like very like Netflix show when the DC one. Like, what's that? Teen Titans kind of like dialogue. It's like without as swearing. It's just like, it's not for me. I look at that writing, it looks really cheesy, but then I'm like, is it me? Because everyone seems to be excited about Spiderman with fucking Venom. Everyone's like, I like Venom. I was just like, it's fucking Spider-Man. It's not even a good comic book. I know it's famous, but...
Hold on. I got hyped for Venom when I saw it.
Now, for fuck's sake.
Because I like Venom, okay?
I do like Venom as well.
I don't give
like
a shit about Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a cuck. All right, Peter Parker's a cuck. All right, as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't been a willing
character. Why is he a cuck? Why is he a cuck?
He's a fucking cuck.
I need an explanation for this description.
Spoilers.
Peter Parker is a cuck. Bruh.
Okay.
Mary Jane should be pregnant. You're talking about this game. I thought generally, Peter Parker, he doesn't get it. Miles is way cooler. And he gets some. Just James 93 with a £2 super chat. Love the British takeover. Where's the source?
And the Illuminati.
It's coming. It'll come. Spartan661 with a $5 super chat. I want to see a major update on all Activision games to remind everyone on all platforms that Microsoft and Xbox owns them. Is that too much to ask for? It's in the works. So, like, a lot of people were talking about, we'll get into Spider-Man in a bit, but just on the super chat, Phil Spencer talked about this and said,
D-Batch is in the chat.
Shout out D-Batch in the chat.
What
was I saying? Oh yeah, basically Phil Spencer came out and said that Activision games are not going to come out this year on Game Pass. They'll be next year. So a bit of a stall there. Like we were expecting, like
to add, apparently, prices for Activision games have actually gone up on Steam since this acquisition in some areas of the world.
Yeah, in places where inflation has become completely rampant. I doubt Microsoft was involved in that decision.
Yeah, I don't think Microsoft was involved in it, but when I saw that, I was like, some people are going to look at that and be like, Jim Ryan was right. He was right. I was like, no, I don't think that price increase has to do with the acquisition.
Nah, not at all. I don't think so either. You can't launch something like that post acquisition like that. You can't just churn it out. That's just crazy. But you know, like you're right. You'll get that marketing beat next year. So yeah, Spartan. We'll see. But when it does hit, that's when you're going to be really knowing it, because Microsoft are already releasing these globes and doing a lot of their. There's another ad as well, like for the masses. It was a mainstream ad about the Xbox brand. Some chick in a taxi and some shit happens. So yeah, that was that topic. But Spider-Man, look, it's hit 91. Insomniac have released 3 games this gen, and boom, here it is, the third one, and this is the banger. Now everyone's talking about Insomniac being PlayStation's best first-party studio, Acer. Is that the case? Surely, are Naughty Dog dethroned now?
Everyone knows that Insomniac have been phenomenal since they were purchased. It was like $232 million or something. They didn't come with a buttload of IP of their own, like Sunset Overdrive, and that was about it. That was worth a damn. And they pumped out game after game with their Spider-Mans and their Ratchet and Clank. So they've been a phenomenal studio for them. Put out loads of good games. I've been playing Spider-Man, by the way. I don't know if you were going to ask or not.
Have you played Spider-Man?
I really like it.
Okay.
It starts with the same flaws as Spider-Man 1 starts as, and for me, I'm only a few hours in, but they haven't addressed the things that people didn't like about Spider-Man 1. It starts this massive set piece that you have very limited control over, and then you get into the city and there's an overbearing amount of like Ubisoft map stuff and collectibles and things right from the start. So that is all I am early in the game, but you know that I love the first one, so it being more of the same isn't going to play out as a bad thing. Over time, I didn't like the start of the first one. I love the game. I'm not thrilled by the start of the second one. It is impressive, but it's not thrilled me so far. And I really hate the web wings. The gliding around that you can do is like, nope, I'll stick to Spider-Man webbing. I don't like gliding, but it's really impressive. It's a good game.
Spiders, I need to tell you this, right? Spiders can actually do that in real life. I'll have you know.
So can I, but it doesn't mean it's fun.
Yeah, spiders can glide, man.
It's falling with style.
Yeah, it's falling with style. Spiders can do that. Google it.
Oh, that's actually a great way to describe it.
I believe you.
That's what it is.
I believe you, but nonetheless, it feels horrible in the game to me.
Correct on the show.
See,
it is.
So Cole Eastwood in the chat, who's a big PlayStation fan, said that, you know, like you made this in the chat saying, oh, you can use, I don't like Miles with electric powers. It's not a Spider-Man game. And Fonz is saying why it's more fun to play that. But I had this problem with 2018 with the gadgets and all of that, firing that stuff. Like, I didn't feel like Spider-Man. I felt like Iron Man more than Spider-Man in this game. And the traversal now was the main thing that held it to being a Spider-Man game. Let's be honest, that's all it was. And now you can use the wingsuit and you can just skip on water. And it's just like, Spider-Man is morphing into something different. I don't even associate that.
The skipping on water is essential because there's some pretty large bodies of water, and it would suck to just go, oh, I'm in the middle of a river now.
I would prefer
skipping on water is important.
I actually prefer that. So people, this is for the Spider-Man fans, like the purists. I can see in the chat, people are already debating it. But to me, that's a good gameplay mechanic.
Is this like Sprint, Halo Infinite?
They love it. They love their Spider-Man. They love their Spider-Man.
Maybe you're right.
But
I mostly see people that love the wingsuit. I love people love the gliding, but Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales, they had traversal down. It was really good using the webs and all the things that you can do. I will use the point launches and I'll web around, and it is more fun than the gliding for me. But
Asha, how much time do you have in the game so far?
Not loads. I'm like 4 hours into it.
4 hours.
That's not bad.
Okay, so you have not hit the repeated boss fights yet, or the Mary Jane.
Not hit anything like that. Not really. No, and I've not had any like noteworthy bugs yet either. So it's going well
the
for me.
Mary Jane sections looked pretty painful. To be fair, it was Griffin Gaming I was watching playing it, and he's not known to be good at games. So he has his DSP moments, but it did look quite painful. And I was like, that looks like a painful segment. That looks painful. And Gaz, like you said, it's triangle the game. Like, I mean, it is
D-Batch in the
triangle
chat.
the game. It is triangle
Let's
the game.
address D-Batch in the chat. He goes, I don't know, D-Batch, you've been slapped around by the PlayStation guys too much. You're so too soft now. He goes, these guys, man, if I had a PlayStation, I would just say fuck it and play Forza and Starfield. No need to hate. But we can't talk about this game if we're being honest. And I told you months, a year before this game came out, I don't like 2018. I know it's a me thing, but like, this is why I don't like it. This is why I think it's overrated, in my opinion. It's just me. Like, you got 91 Metacritic, man. Like, stick to that. But I'm just being completely honest.
Yeah, and we differ, don't we? We've differed on this for years since it came out, because I freaking love that Spider-Man game and Miles Morales, and I'm getting the impression that I'll love this one by the time I got through it as well. So we're different.
Yeah, absolutely different.
I think
but there's a weaknesses of the stealth, man, for it. That stealth section coming back.
It's ridiculous.
Not talking about the second one, because I haven't. But the first one, though, like, I hate stealth games. You know that I hate stealth games as well. That's like,
yeah,
do not touch them. But the stealth in that game is so easy that you can. Like, it's not a real section. It's just a little pace breaker. It's a little take a breather. Here's a little bit of nonsense. I don't know if this one's the same, but Spider-Man 2018, the stealth sections were not meant to challenge you. They were just like, have a little walk, get some context, get some exposition of these characters.
Lazy. So lazy.
Guys, I gotta ask, you saw that clip Blaze 4K put up on Twitter. I don't know if like it was supposed to be this way intentionally, the clip he put up, or, the clip where he has Spider-Man standing on top of the building. He's like, look at those graphics, you PC gamers, you'll never have this, even though you will, or whatever, right? And it's like actually like not a good shot of the game at all.
I was just like, Blaze, I love you, Blaze. Mad love to you. And he was like, look at this, mate, because he believes it. That what he's showing you is amazing.
I thought he was pulling one on me, because it's not the best. It's not the best representation of the game he's using. Yeah. I'm like, oh boy, because like he's standing next to like one of the rooftop vents, and the thing looks like a hexagon, like rendered. Like it doesn't have a single round edge. It looks. The ground textures look weird. I'm like, are you intentionally showing us the bat? I mean,
yeah, it was weird.
I think the game really sticks out.
It's nice, very nice in some areas.
When like the lights, reflecting off the buildings, the ray tracing is impressive. I mean, this is on a fucking $500 console. It's impressive it's doing this. I mean, I saw
a clip being shared by this guy who makes these videos. They could tell he's playing fidelity mode, because obviously the frame rate is really like, you could tell. And the game's reflections have been really gone up. Like, I see
people being a little nitpicky, because when you're Spider-Man, you're climbing on the side of a building, you can see actual residents inside their apartments now, which is really cool. Yeah. Although obviously it's going to be repeated, right? Because it's not perfect, but I think that's still pretty cool. I mean, that's cool.
I mean, yeah, that was cool.
I don't really know why people were hating on that one.
They said that the NPCs have been repeated quite a bit. It's like the third floor and the fifth floor. That's a bit nitpicky, man. The buildings are not just there. You can see people in them. That's an upgrade from normal.
But the performance and the visuals are great, and like what we're seeing again for a fucking $500 box, I think is impressive. The fact that it's doing all of that
hasn't blown me away, but I
don't think it's the most next gen looking thing, but I think
this could easily run on current gen, minus the SSD loading switching thing.
You mean we are on current gen? What are you talking about?
Sorry, yeah, last gen. Last gen. Sorry. Lost my mind, because I think next gen and current. So dumb.
It's the eye. It's the eye on top of your hat. It's starting to.
Yeah, my third eye is shutting. Yeah. Look, Spider-Man's done really well. Like, and now Insomniac is regarded as the premier studio, because they've consistently delivered quality.
Oh, this one seems
not
to
that big.
Yeah,
they've done consistency.
I feel like they've been carrying Sony a little too far now, because they're starting to show in this game. Because man, their work output has been insane, But
didn't do great,
honestly, like with Spider-Man 2, it's starting to show that they're tired of carrying Sony. You know, like it's crazy to think Wolverine is up next. So damn,
I'm really looking forward to their Wolverine though.
Yeah, that one's gonna be good. I hope
if they make it mature and bloody, I want Insomniac to take a risk with that. And I think that could be an incredible game. I will keep saying that. Everyone's like, oh, you're hating on Spider-Man, but Wolverine could be incredible. I mean, I want it to be good. Of course I do. But yeah, the console warrior aside, Spider-Man 2 killed it. But then comes Sonic, which gets killed. Sorry, I meant to say Mario. Because Sonic came out, Superstars. I bought it because of freaking Everborn's propaganda. Okay. It was just like...
Yeah.
Sonic Mania is nice, but it's very slower. It's just it's okay. But Mario, freaking Mario Bro Wonder, like I'm downloading it now. Nintendo done it again, and I know when I'll go to you, Asa, because you're a freaking Mario hater, so you'd probably have a brief thing to say about it. But 94 and not Jaffe. I forgot his name. I'm going crazy. Has said this is the best playing platformer. Jeff Grubb. Oh my god. Jeff Grubb said like this. Yeah, Grubby. He said this is best playing platformer. He's got an default erection for Nintendo. That's just, let's be real. But at the same time, he knows his games well, in my opinion. And that game says like people are saying like this is the best 2D platformer they've played in a very long time. And Asa, you are not a fan of the Mario games, but I think
I like him. I like him.
The 2D stuff with that.
And then finally,
we spoke about this last week, you forgetful fuck. I do hate Mario. I hate the 3D Marios. I used to like the 2D Marios and Mario Wonder. So Mario as a character is a shit character. Like I make no apologies, he's a shit character, right? So I look at Mario Wonder and you're going to tell me that there's any kind of story in there that's supposed to be gripping to me as an adult. Like is anything going on with this character? It's funny because I was saying on Thursday, you've got, as a kid, you had like Sonic versus Mario and they both had good 2D games. And Sonic was like, it's an aspirational figure. When I grow up, I want to be a blue hedgehog that's athletic and cool. But if it all goes fucking wrong, then I become Mario, right? That's that character. It's just awful. But Mario Wonder looks like a really good game. Absolutely did not. No. But Mario Wonder looks like a good game. So I'm sorry.
Did you actually play Wonder?
Oh my god, not soon. It's reviewing really well, and it raises some interesting questions about review scores because I couldn't look. I'm here saying that Mario Wonder is really good. It looks like they've executed it brilliantly, and it's going to be a fantastic 2D platformer. But look at it and compare it directly to a game like Spider-Man. There's no sensible way that they sit on the same scale. I can't look at Mario and say that it's doing more than Spider-Man or it's a better game than Spider-Man just because it plays nicely. So it does raise some questions around how these things work.
I take it back.
You can be an elephant. Does that not elevate?
Yes.
You can be an elephant. Yeah.
You can be an elephant, a whole elephant if you want.
And you know, as we know about Nintendo games, they're very polished, right? Very polished.
They're supposed to be mad polished in this game. People are saying it's just beautiful. The attention to detail.
I mean, to be fair, every new 2D side scroller Mario, everyone's like, it's the best. It's the best.
But they always are. Odyssey was incredible. Odyssey was incredible. I can't wait to play this. Odyssey was incredible.
They're always able to outdo themselves.
This is Nintendo. Like Mario, I get the strong feelings against it, but I shouldn't enjoy platformers as much as I enjoy the Mario games. And I can recognize the legacy.
For anyone, are there any platformers 2D or 3D that you rate higher than Nintendo's platformers? Anyone doing it better? I'm not allowed to say Psychonauts 2. That's too easy.
What?
Are we talking 3D platformers?
It's better than every 3D.
2D or
2D?
Yeah, that's not fair.
Right.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps is pretty high up there, surely.
A Hat in Time is excellent. I really
my first game though, and it was Ori. Thinking about that, but
you guys didn't play
really,
A Hat in Time? None of you?
A Hat in Time?
Yeah, that one was excellent.
I haven't played that.
I really enjoyed that one a lot.
What is that?
A Hat in Time.
The games.
It came out around the same time Mario Odyssey came out, so that's why it's forgettable, unfortunately, for some. But for me, I really enjoyed that one. And Psychonauts 2 as well, like I said, even though this asshole wouldn't allow me to, include it. Unfair. Yeah, no. Odyssey is not my favorite 3D Mario game, though. It's still Mario 64 to this day. Still.
Spyro's a better platformer, says chat. Hollow Knight.
What?
What?
Spyro? Which Spyro?
No. Spyro.
I
Banjo
don't count
games.
Hollow Knight as a
What the fuck?
platformer, man.
Banjo-Kazooie is a better platformer than Mario 64, though. I loved Banjo-Kazooie so much. Yeah.
Controversial again, and I don't agree, but okay. But someone says in
Recall,
chat.
baby.
What?
Recall.
Oh,
Is that even a platformer? What was it?
It is. It is.
Yeah, man. The
It is
last
a
level.
platformer.
The last level is hell of a platformer, yeah.
I never
Nah,
got to play that
just
game.
trolling.
But yes,
I quite
Magnum
liked it, to be
Westwood.
honest.
I still remember the Colt Eastwood videos talking about Recore. Ah, good old days.
Good old shout out to Cole Eastwood. He backs the winners. Crackdown, Recore. Redfall.
Yeah, Colt Eastwood's always backing all the winners.
Oh, poor Cole.
I'm gonna have hundreds of hours of Crackdown 3, Colt. Redfall.
Redfall.
No,
is the one.
Recore. Quantum Break.
Oh man, Quantum Break. Even I was backing these games as well, so I can't even laugh at him. But it's the way Colt does it. Colt does it in a way so bold that he just gets absolutely lasered when these games don't do well. Poor Colt, man. He takes so much.
I don't know how Colt wakes up. He's a stronger man than I am.
I know, bro. For all we know, Colt is a nice guy's having like sleeping like this with anxiety at night. Like, what the fuck? Nah, he's not like that. Actually, Colt's pretty super chilled. Like, he's got good body armor for all that bullshit. He's subjected to so much crap, and then he's smiling on his face.
Because it's like of all the fanboys I've seen online, he's like legit the nicest one too.
Yeah,
So I
he's
kinda feel-
super chill.
I
He's
feel
actually
bad for
super
him because he's just like, he'll just post, I can't wait to play Hellblade 2, and then on his comment, fuck you, die, Colt. I'm like,
Bro, the phone calls with Colt are so funny, man. The party chats, the way he's giving his like fucking rants are so good. Like, it's so funny. If I recorded them, you guys would, it would do better than his videos on his channel, and they do good numbers. He would just fucking like, it would be so funny. It's so funny if you saw that. Shout out to 673 of you in the chat. Let me read these super chats. Myron Gaines, thank you for the $5 super chat. PlayStation fanboys went from PlayStation quality is unmatched to every game has bugs. Actually, there have been like, don't you feel like it's slipping a little bit with the Horizon? That's a bit buggy launch, if I remember correctly. And Spider-Man seems to have this issue now that even John Lindeman's talking about it, and ACG said his two of his co-hosts on this podcast had loads of technical issues, and then John Lindeman says maybe it's the day one patch, like, because they're hearing the same things, so it's weird that's happened and the game's broken. But you know, you may be right there about quality standards because they're churning things out. You would expect less bugs on a derivative game. Face 23 Brooklyn, New York with a $20 super chat. Ace,
I heard that.
They didn't. This is how you know the PlayStation 5 Pro is coming. Spider-Man 2 has a VRR option where you can pick unlocked, smooth, and off, so you can take advantage of the PS5 Pro. Is that significant?
It makes sense. So we do know that the PS5 Pro is coming pretty much, don't we? Because Tom Henderson's not been wrong on any of his PlayStation hardware leaks. So it is coming, and it makes sense that they're going to be forward-looking, especially Sony's first-party studios, and know what's coming. So yeah, of course they're going to support it.
Absolutely. It's face, everyone, chat. I think we all agree a PS5 Pro is coming. I don't think it's contentious at all.
It's not just come in. Like, it's not just come in. It's going to have the hardware specification that was leaked by Tom Henderson. Like, people questioning it and leaks that have come subsequently. And don't be silly. It's going to be exactly what he said it is.
Tom Henderson
Number of CUs and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Tom Henderson's the best in the business right now, man. He's got the best sources, man. Tom Henderson speaks, you better fucking believe it, man. He knows all the things, man.
Look at Gaz's concern. He's worried about the PS5 Pro. He's scared. He just shit himself.
You scared, Gaz? You scared of the PlayStation 5
Gaz,
Pro?
you're scared of the PS5 Pro.
The power narrative was everyone's. I don't understand.
So much for your
guys
12 teraflops. You and Colt Eastwood can shove your 12 teraflops.
No, it wasn't. That was Colt.
Hey, it was Colt.
But I will say, I don't know why the PlayStation guys are looking forward to the PS5 Pro to kill the power narrative. To me, PlayStation has already won the power narrative because the Xbox never did that divide. I've said this so many times on this show. So, like, I'm saying it, Xbox, you don't need to look for the Pro unless Xbox changes its fate later on and these first-party games really show. But Starfield I think it's a beautiful game. In fact, actually, I don't want to forward to the narrative of other people. I think Starfield is beautiful with its global illumination. That game wowed me. And the way
I thought Starfield was beautiful at times, real beautiful.
Bro,
a lot
stunning.
of especially some of the interiors but it's also inconsistent as well. There's areas where
Starfield is like it goes from 0 to 100 really quickly.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my god, I'm standing on top of this mountain on this alien planet with this global illumination and this valley expanding beneath me with this gorgeous mist and the light realistically cascading through these trees, and then you talk to an NPC. It looks like a fucking PS2 game, and it's like, come the fuck on. So it's the tale of two games with Starfield, but
visually, absolutely, it has this weird schizophrenia where the game but the thing is that the bits that I enjoyed about the game were bits that I was expecting to enjoy solitary, because I think that's a big part of the appeal of Discovery, and you're on your own. You can't be without the people. You had your NPCs. But the discovery element of it, for me, just elevated Starfield visually so high because I was watching the vistas as opposed to NPCs.
I mean, a lot of people. I was a little confused with what people like. They're like, there's nothing to see in the game. I've captured so many beautiful vistas.
I can't delete
locations
this game because of that.
Like I've been like some of the interior areas I've been to are just like artistically stunning. I'm amazed they actually fit that much detail in the creation engine. I'm like, okay, I guess 16 times the detail wasn't really a lie, but
I mean, it wasn't. I thoroughly was really impressed with the visuals. I thought when a game will come out, and I don't think the people made enough noise. I know Cyberpunk has come after and thoroughly looked really good, but the kind of beauty in Starfield is with the global illumination on consoles.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Cyberpunk is
for me, it's really good, but I'm a bit disappointed that I'm feel like I'm not the outlier, but in terms of how strongly I feel like I'm the outlier and how good Starfield looks. But Xbox will release a next gen console after 5 years, and this gen should be over, right? 8 years, or are we saying longer now? Like, come on, next gen is not that far off. If you say 5 years,
boys, I actually wondered, like, for all of you here, like, what it's just kind of weird to me to see the PS5 Pro being a thing, right? Like, what do you guys think Sony's reasoning for that is? Because
they could charge a shit ton more and get away with it and make more money. They got away with it with the PS4 Pro. This PS5 Pro, everyone's gonna buy it. Everyone's had a taste of 60. The narrative is spreading about, we need more 60 FPS consistent games. Unreal Engine 5, the consoles are struggling, and then you get the PS5 Pro come out and it's doing Unreal Engine 5 games well. And
you think that's why they're releasing this, because performance
just make more money.
You think this is releasing because the performance for current gen consoles is underwhelming across the board overall?
No, not at all. They just know that there's a crowd, a core audience that will buy it. They're simple as that.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 Pro definitely came out with a specific, like, everyone's got a 4K display and we want to better cater to it. This time around, it's just they've seen that there's a market for it. They've seen that it's quite easy to support a second console, and they're going, we're going to sell X million of these if we do it. It makes bang for it. I don't think there's anything more complicated about it or any more need for it than that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. and this will do well in the power narrative as well. Xbox has this big L coming, barreling towards it, but
not barreling. They hit that L a while ago because the
that's what I'm saying. For me, it did.
The whole world's most powerful console marketing.
It has.
That was the
tagline. Really you have to be fair. You have to be fair.
That hurt the brand because
it did hurt the brand.
Because people are like world's most powerful console, but I mean, the PS5 is outperforming it here. You know, the first party games don't have anything to showcase that really shows world's most powerful console. You know, a fair criticism that I see a lot of people try to, they try to duck this criticism whenever it's brought up, but I think it's absolutely fair. I mean, like if you're going to market world's most powerful console, it's got to show it. It's got to show it
strongly, and it didn't. And it's clear from Phil Spencer said that you wanted to impress. He was so happy. He was watching the reveal of the PS5, and then when it was revealed, he was like, he sent an internal email saying, "Look, we're in a good place. We're going to have the most powerful console, and then we're going to perform well. And it's going to help us, and blah blah blah." And even he was caught off guard. He didn't expect this. So, Microsoft were completely unaware of this fundamental misstep that was barreling towards them, that their console wouldn't perform that well.
I want to say to Poking Clams in the chat, I'll be real with you, when it comes to Hellblade 2, I'm not that impressed. I mean, Hellblade 2
Great
looks
segue
nice.
Again.
Yes,
segue
again.
Yeah.
Segue again. Because, like,
segue time. It's Hellblade. There's no music. I'll play something.
I think
I'm going to hold this down.
Guys.
The deck of all your blood, I am getting so high.
Yes.
Sorry.
Guys, you're not even that high yet.
Guys, do you hate monetization? Do you just
the
like,
entertainment value is more important.
I don't need it.
I don't monetize streams at all. It makes streams a lot more fun. No, I don't monetize streams at all.
That's really good of you. That's really nice of you. I mean, I do. Just
it's not a good thing of me. It's just that they're
not making that much money off.
It's just
I got alcohol bills to pay for, man. So
when you get
we don't get your kind of views, so we don't make that much.
Rand gets all that money.
Rand, you're like Bobby Kotick, Rand. Although
Rand is literally Bobby Kotick. Man.
Oh, poor Rand. No, sorry, poor Jez. Damn you, Rand. Hoggy Chatty. Remember, for 27 months, any platform I play ended up measuring unfairly against Mario. And well, no one comes close. There are some pretty good, but Mario is king. I fully agree.
Rayman Legends
I
is
can't
better.
wait to try this. What do you think was better?
Rayman Legends is a better 2D platformer. Not that Mario Wonder, I haven't played it. But...
You know what?
I played it.
Better than Mario? Come
Lego
on.
Star Wars is better.
the music levels were amazing.
Bro, you can't turn into an elephant in Rayman.
Yeah.
I said I haven't played Mario Wonder.
Do they even make Rayman?
I just fucking snorted into my whiskey, man.
Do they make Rayman anymore? They don't even make
I
those.
said specifically Rayman Legends, so that's not like that's a specific game that's really freaking good.
That was a good game. That was a very good game.
And now it's dead. That's how good it is. God Emperor Sophie.
Wow! Wow! Fuck off!
Dude, Super Chat. Super Mario Sunshine is the go. I didn't enjoy Sunshine. I didn't understand the hype for that one. I just recently played it with that 3-in-1 Switch exclusive thing, which I still have copies of to give away. It's here. Oh my god! But you don't have that many Nintendo fans apart from. They're limited editions, but I have to give it to the people. I promise. They're so lame of me. I sent it to Jeff. You're a trillionaire now. Doesn't matter.
Trillionaire. It's
Doesn't matter.
It's Rand, the man with the $1 million.
Come on, man. Rand.
I'm poor, man. I'm a writer. I'm living in poverty here, bro.
Come on. Rand, you selfish bastard. You probably have someone waving a massive leaf right now over your head, and someone's feeding you grapes. It's probably Saltiest Gaming. Face 23, Brooklyn, New York, with a $2 super chat. In my opinion, the PS5 Pro will be $600. I think it could be more. I think it could be way more. Because
if it's only $50 more than their current PS5 in Europe, right? I think, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be $1,000, bro.
But if it was
$1,000.
1,000, people will still buy it. Well, I say 8.
Bro, people bought
$100.
the current PS5 for $1,000. Like,
I know
so-
that is true. And
Yeah, some
remember
people
when
bought
that happened?
Oh yeah. There was people.
That happened.
Dude, you know
I need
that
to know
Legos
about
guy
this.
on Twitter?
Yeah,
He's
of course. At launch, everyone was selling that shit for $2,000, $3,000.
Oh, you mean the scalpers and shit? Right?
Scalpers, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
People were
And
buying.
Really
now with the PS5.
because I've drank half.
Jess,
Oh, you balls!
Jess,
balls! Just gonna
Jess,
handle
what
this
you should
drag.
do is you
Still
should
time.
drive to the store
There's
and
still
get some
time.
snacks. Oh,
I can't drive. I can't drive. I don't know how to drive.
You don't have to drive.
wow.
What
I don't
the flip
drive,
is wrong
man.
with you?
No, just
Live in fucking
imagine
the
if
West
you just like
Midlands. You don't
imagine
need
if
to
you just
drive.
like
There's buses. Buses, bro.
buses.
Buses. There's buses there.
West
Man.
Midlands, man. Does
That's
London
true,
not
right?
have buses?
Same London. No, we do actually. I'm saying this to you, but we train it everywhere. We can't drive to London. Like, what the flip? It costs like 25 quid just in thing, not even including parking. That's lame. Dead Planet with the $5 super chat. Since it's such a tease, tell me what you guys imagine when thinking of Hellblade 2 gameplay. Do you only see her wielding a sword or being more acrobatic? Thank you, Dead Planet. And thank you for reminding me that was the topic we were actually on. Hellblade 2, man. Like, fucking crazy
Walking
tangent.
simulator. It's gonna be.
Yo.
I'm sorry, but I didn't really like the first Hellblade's gameplay. But I know a lot of people who do like Hellblade. They really like Hellblade, and so like there's hype for Hellblade too. But this is not my type of
Hellblade
game.
is an art project, man. It's an art project. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's not my kind of game. And like I completely appreciate
kind of
people who are like oh, I love this stuff, and like Rand Thor 19, for example, my podcast buddy, he loves Hellblade, but he also loves
knows.
reading books. He's a
refined gentleman.
He's a
He has-
refined gentleman. Yeah, he's a.
He also
he's
gets the
a
most views on the
gourmet.
Xbox channels.
Yeah, that's true. That helps as well.
He's
but no,
huge.
yeah. No, Rand is like number one, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He,
He's
he
number one.
likes that kind of thing, man. He loves walking simulators. But me, I prefer a little bit more video game in my video game.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Based.
And
true.
so I like some people on Twitter are sort of like, you know, pushing back against this idea of like, why aren't they showing us combat? Why aren't they showing us combat? And it's because like they enjoy the walking simulator gameplay, which is completely fine. Like, I'm glad Hellblade exists and it's artistic, and when you play it with the headphones, it's a really cool experience. But that's what it is. It's a cool experience. It's not what I want from a video game. I want to feel challenged when I play it with video games, man. I want to feel challenged, and like if I want to feel like I don't want to watch a movie.
I don't want to feel feelings because my name is Jess Corden and I'm dead inside. Listen, Jess Corden.
Yes.
Listen. I normally would
Yes.
agree with you. And that is the fundamental thing about what pure gameplay is. And I think I like your description of Hellblade being an art project, because that's really what it is. Even down
That's
to
fine.
the manner in which
for
the
me.
game is built. It's like they're trying to mimic cinematic lenses. It's like a cinema kind of game. Like, if no one will complain now after Starfield that Hellblade is 30 frames. Well, they might do.
I
They
bet
might-
Hellblade 2 is gonna be 30 FPS. By the way, I bet.
and I wouldn't mind. That sounds like a cop out answer. But if it's filmed like a movie, it needs to play like a movie. And it's not like it's going to have tight control. But then at the same time, so today, Hellblade 2, or yesterday, they did a little video documentary, a marketing beat. But except the marketing beat didn't market the game, really. It was talking about the manner in which they did motion capture, because they built the clothes that she's wearing and strained a lot of work, a lot of attention to the detail into this. And all I'm saying is, and I think I'm counting on this being incredible, this should be better than Hellblade 2 quite easily. But it's a little bit deeper than that. But I will say, what was going on? Like, I'm sorry, you revealed the console with this game, and it's been 3 years, And we haven't even... Insomniac's released their third game this gen, and we've got nothing to do with Hellblade in terms of release date, in terms of actually how it plays. Now,
From Software has put out more games in the time they've showed us Hellblade 2.
It's crazy.
From Software has released how many games since then?
Elden Ring.
How many games?
The truth is, right? The truth is, Microsoft showed this game too early, and I think
exactly.
I don't think it's necessarily Ninja Theory's fault. I think it's Microsoft being like,
Microsoft's fault.
We didn't plan for the future. We have no fucking games to show. So here's a bunch of games that are a million years away. You know, like it's not just
Hellblade one game.
Yeah, it's like it's Everwild and it's State of Decay 3 and all these games that they sort of they revealed as coming this gen, supposedly at least, and we're still waiting to see some of these games materialize. Like how many updates has State of Decay 2 had without actually seeing a shred of info about State of Decay 3? You know, that's just. Besides like the odd leak here and there or the odd LinkedIn profile update, like, oh, I'm working on State of Decay 3. But we don't know a damn thing about the game, you know, and at least like Hellblade's shown what the game looks like. But Microsoft announced a bunch of its games too early. But at the same time, it's kind of like we'd be criticizing them for, in the last, maybe not now, but in the last couple of years, we would have been like, they released a whole console without telling us what was coming, you know.
Yeah.
So they were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and part of it is the mismanagement of the Xbox One generation to some degree. So I'm not sure what the best solution would have been there necessarily.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like we were saying, it's Xbox management, but what would you do? You wouldn't have much to show. They just acquired in 2018. Obviously, needed more time. Hellblade has taken ages.
I also built an entire new studio.
Yeah, they are. And the thing is with Ninja Theory, the best thing about that, I'm so eager, not just because I like Hellblade, but also because that story is quite a unique one. A small indie-ish outfit now gets acquired, is making a single-player game like this, visually astounding, is taking all the right marks in the console narrative space to deliver good story, good visuals, and hopefully gameplay with combat. And that's the combat. Combat is a big question mark. Where's the combat? And I'm just a little bit. I know it's going to be good. I'm not rushing the development of the game.
I'm not expecting a drastic evolution from the last game, but I'm expecting a few new mechanics introduced here and there. But overall, there's probably going to be an even stronger emphasis on the walking simulating aspects, because the first game was exactly the type of game I don't really like, to be real with you guys. It's just I'm not the type of guy who wants to sit there and basically hold the analog stick forward and have a cinematic experience with quick time events, you know. People are like, that's kind of hypocritical. You like Yakuza, and that's cutscene heavy. I'm like, yeah, I know, but Yakuza has actual gameplay elements when they let you do
does Hellblade.
Hellblade has something there.
Rudimentary. That's the problem with its gameplay and puzzle design.
But I know so many people that are like, this is my shit. This is like they say like they like Hellblade because it's like their favorite in that type of genre. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess in that front, if you want your cinematic experience, Microsoft is gonna finally deliver that with Hellblade 2. So if that's what you want, then
I think the frustration is like you could see the potential in Hellblade to become Xbox's answer to God of War, right? Because there are sort of.
I don't think so. It has to be really,
there is this cock tease of really great melee combat in Hellblade 1, and it's like there's like 3 battles in the game, and it's like, man, this is cool, and the enemies look cool, and it could become a really great action, you know, hack and slash maybe, and the setting is great, and you know, all that, the visuals are great, and the immersion especially when you put headphones on, the immersion is great. So I think a lot of the disappointment with regards to Hellblade with people who aren't really into the walking simulator genre is like, this could be Xbox's answer to God of War. This could be Xbox's answer to, you know, that third-person cinematic action game which Sony does really well, that Xbox doesn't do that well.
Well,
And
it's
I
gonna
think
have to have a lot more combat than the first game by a long shot.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's
I
gonna.
don't think so too.
So in that case, it definitely won't be their answer to that. But
I think it'd be weird. I don't think it's even designed to be that answer for God of War.
no,
There was
that's a-
definitely for a long time though. There were a lot of people that wanted it to be, and I used to warn against
Yeah.
this like before Ragnarok
We
came
said the
out. That
same
people are
thing.
hoping that Hellblade will be that answer to God of War. But if it is, it's not a sequel to Hellblade anymore. That's like a massive divergence from what it is, and people might be disappointed if they like, hold it on that pedestal. It's cool that you're saying like. I always say that Hellblade is a really difficult game to play. And there's this theory that the whole point of a video game is that it will be fun. And to an extent, that's been true in the industry since its inception. Like the whole point has been to have fun. But I also like really sincerely believe that games, if you can call them something else if you want, but this interactive medium is the most powerful medium that exists in terms of books, movies, music, and all the rest of it. And it has the potential to be so much more than fun. And that doesn't discount the line of games that we're used to that are made to be fun. But Hellblade is an example of like a game that is an art project that is trying to do something different. I think there is a big part of the future where that medium blows up because it does more than just being fun. So I'm not saying Hellblade 2 is going to be the game that blows up, but I do think the potential for games going forward is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine if like Microsoft bought like a cloud, but imagine if we don't know for sure if Hellblade is completely a full-blown walking simulator, right? It could have a lot of combat. We don't know for sure right now. But like imagine that it is a walking simulator, like the best, most cutting-edge walking simulator that's ever been committed to code. Imagine if like Microsoft also launched it on Netflix as a cloud sort of thing. And was like, this is the kind of stuff we're doing at Xbox right now, and like you could select your decisions via Netflix's interface, similar to that like Black Mirror show that Netflix did.
That was crazy. That tie-in, that was weird.
Yeah, that Black Mirror thing with the interactive Black Mirror choose your own adventure thing, that was amazing.
Oh, so you mean like have like a promotional material for Hellblade in that on Netflix?
Yeah, why not?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. That's for sure. Because any kind of promotional material you can get out of your game really helps. Look at the Last of Us TV show. Look at that. How that helped. The Last of Us one.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Hellblade. If the point of Hellblade is that it is this immersive kind of game, then push it all the way through to its full blown conclusion. You know, put it on Netflix. Fuck it. Put it on.
All I will say is I don't ever imagine Hellblade 2 being anything like the type of action game God of War is, because that's definitely not what they're aiming to do with this one. Clearly not. It's honestly, all we really have is that segment where they go into the cave, they see the giant fucking whatever that thing is called.
It comes back. There's nothing there. That's not gameplay. But
those segments where you run and grab the spears and throw, right?
How much of that interactive? How much is that?
That kind of interactive walking, like that kind of interactivity is probably what's going to mainly carry the game through. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like
no, absolutely. But I think that's gonna be. I think they'll handle that well. I'm expecting more of the same, but better puzzles and better combat. That's what it is. The stories are given, obviously. The story, tonal. Most of this game is about the story.
I just want more combat, man. I just want more combat, because the combat that was in Hellblade 1 was really good. You know,
I thought it had potential.
I thought, it felt quite good. It felt like almost like this is not a concept for a sort of a Pict Nordic kind of, supernatural kind of game, and these battles are what we could do if we had more budget. Publishers, I don't know.
This man's smashed.
No, I think the combat for this game to really shine is to show off brutal like combat in terms of like visual fidelity. They could, that's why everyone wants to see it. Everyone wants to see combat because it will, is it going to carry on visually? Is it going to have more? Not only does it have to carry on visually, like the combat. Because remember, like it was a bit weird with the animation sometimes in the first one, but that needs to be fluid, but it also needs to show depth as well. I think the basic level of that design needs to be enhanced somewhat, and I think those enhancements actually will make the game better in terms of its theme. Like make enhanced combat with more executions, for instance. Execution seems pretty straightforward, but it just to really highlight the horrors of war and getting it close and then showing off the visual fidelity. So that's why I really want to see it. I think it ticks a lot of the right boxes, and I think Hellblade will be great.
One thing I really liked, actually, I did like about the original game was the sound design for it, and how that
sound design was incredible.
How that played into the main characters, how it played a role into the gameplay and the main character herself, with the psychosis and everything. And I honestly, that concept was pretty cool. You know, that they brought mental health into the game.
That was, yeah.
And honestly, the audio design for that, the way that worked, if you played it with headphones, oh man, it was crazy. It was pretty good.
No, oh man, that
was immersive. That stuff, those moments of the game were really immersive, and so I guarantee they're gonna triple down on that in this one. So we're gonna get some pretty, especially with how I think that's gonna probably be utilizing 3D audio.
Yeah,
isn't it? Is it?
Probably.
We don't have any info.
The first one used it here.
Actually.
Okay.
But
second one definitely well. The first one did before it was cool and before there was hardware to accelerate it. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
The usage of it in the first game was really cool.
They understand cinema. They understand the value of sound. And you made a video on this, so like explaining the different sound stuff, and you understand it as well. This is why Naughty Dog are going to deliver, in my opinion, their best game. Like in terms of and just full stop, in my opinion, because of Hellblade 2 could be really great. I'm just frustrated about, like, you release this Viddoc, it talks about clothing and stuff, and like it's become a meme. Iceland became a meme very quickly, any association with Iceland and Hellblade, because you showed off this thing and it was that immediately off the back people really want to see more, and you show Iceland. That goes to show that people are really desperately looking forward to this game for the right reasons or wrong reasons.
That's a good way of seeing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because
that's a good way of seeing it. I guess it shows people have anticipation for this, but it also shows that they're getting a little tired of waiting, but they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait, so fucking deal with it.
Next year, I think. When do we really, Jez, when do you think this game is actually going to come out? Early 2024, potentially?
Yeah, I think like the fact that in the Las Vegas sphere, they had like Rand made this point on the Xbox 2 this week, and he was like, all the games they showed on the Las Vegas sphere trailer, they're all games that were out except for Hellblade. And it was kind of like, is that a hint that Hellblade is closer than a lot of us think, potentially? I think we'll see Hellblade at the Game Awards. And I think...
you're right. I think you're right. I think we are going to see it at the Game Awards.
Yeah, I think so too. That's like a...
I think it'll launch by Q2.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, are you guys expecting another Gears to show up?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I think.
Jez
knows, huh?
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know shit about the next Gears.
Tom Henderson's in the chat.
But you've seen it, though.
The only thing I've been told about Gears. The only thing I've been told about the next Gears is that it's really ambitious. So I don't know anything beyond that.
Oh, you've been told it's ambitious. I thought you've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would.
Tom Henderson's in the chat.
Maybe it gets announced next year.
Shout out Tom Henderson.
Tom Henderson says Hellblade Q2 confirmed.
No way. Oh shit.
Okay.
No, it says Q1 confirmed. Okay, Q2. What? Tom Henderson, you troll. But it's coming early then. Then that'll be good. We need to see it. I'm expecting around about quite early next year. But I just want to see it more because I just feel like that's a weird way to market it. But people's attention spans are shorter now. So later marketing. We're seeing later
Thanks,
marketing.
TikTok.
Thank you, TikTok. Oh, God. Yeah. No, so Hellblade 2, like, despite my complaints, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game. I'm not saying it's delay and rush the devs. I'm just saying show us something. It's been a while. And some games get delayed so much that you start to ask that. People are like, oh, did you go hard on factions? Of course I did. And Metroid 4, absolutely. Let's talk about that now. Where's Metroid? Nintendo gets away with everything. They showed up a logo years ago.
When was Metroid Prime 4 announced? A long time ago.
Bro, 3 or 4 years ago?
I think weed was still illegal in my state. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's been a while. It's been a fucking while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but it's gonna be good.
Let's be real, right?
Well,
Nintendo can do whatever the fuck it wants.
Absolutely.
Nintendo can do anything.
So, I think what the last thing that happened with Metroid Prime 4 was they completely scrapped what they had worked on, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened. They completely scrapped what they had worked on and said they're starting over. I think that happened. We heard about that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Who said that? Was that verified or?
No, they confirmed it.
Yeah, they confirmed that they completely scrapped.
I think they made a statement. Or
so it was announced in 2017, and I think about 2 years ago they said that they're starting over on the project.
Yeah, I remember.
Do we know who the developer is? Do we know?
I forget. I forget.
Is it Armature? Because Armature made the first 3, right? The Record dev.
I don't know.
Armature. I'm not misremembering, right? Armature made the first 3 Metroid Prime games, right? I think.
Yeah, they had a lot of clout because when it was a so Armored Core was a coalition of
Armored Core?
Sorry, Recall. Recall was a collaboration of a few studios. No, you had them. For the name already, and what was it? Asa, do you remember? Like there were a couple of like.
Oh, they used the Western studio to do the dev work. I can't remember who it was.
There's some like it had the right the man behind this, and this, and that's why Recall sucked. Well, I haven't played it.
I think, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go for it.
No. I what I was going to say had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Go for it. We already talked about the end of that anyway.
Okay.
We talked about marketing. The Pete Hines is leaving. They're like,
yes.
Okay. Let's just. He's retiring too. This retaliatory shout. Like, yeah, look, you went hard at Jim Ryan. Let's go after Pete Hines, who was
it's the Starfield score. Todd Howard was mad. They were mad at Todd Howard and Pete Hines, but they chose Pete Hines because Todd Howard is like their mascot for Bethesda. So
he's
they said, bye-bye, Pete Hines. Pete Hines, you gotta go because it's Starfield score. It's your fault, Pete Hines.
But Pete Hines didn't do anything, did he, Jez? I think he was the marketing guy.
Exactly, he didn't do anything. No. That's his job.
Wasn't he like? He was in marketing, and then he was head of publishing. I don't know what that means. Head of publishing.
Yeah,
I suppose
he was the face of the company.
Businessy kind of things. Yeah, he's retired. And
the nylon bag man.
But it's not like
you were gonna see a lot of retirements in the next few years because there's a lot of people who had Bethesda stock, that had ABK stock and stock in other companies. They've all made a shitload of money. So it's like there's probably like in the back of their head, it's kind of like, shall I just stop working and just chill now and play Diablo all day? Because I know sure as fuck, if I was a Bethesda stockholder or a ABK shareholder or whatever, and I just sold the company for way above what the share price was, I wouldn't be fucking writing for Windows Central anymore. I'd be gone, baby. I'd be like, hey,
I would
buy Twitter, delete my Twitter, and then I'd be on World of Warcraft every fucking day. You'd never see me again.
Really? That what would happen? You'd go dark after making so much money? Like, bye.
I'd go dark, man.
Bro, who wouldn't want to go dark after they make that much money? You want the
I mean, if the choice is World of Warcraft, I'll stay on Twitter, I think. That's true. I hate Twitter.
You'll be a rich man on Twitter.
Bro, listen, if I made that money, I would just invest in more Source. I'd just be delivering madness. That's all I'd be doing. Then I'd be like, yeah, I'm not retiring from the Source. Unless I die. But please don't kill me. Yeah, like he's leaving, Pete Hines. And okay, it's not a big deal. But
no, yeah. It's not really that big
I forgot to mention Baldur's Gate, not even number 20 on the PlayStation engagement chart or something. Are we shocked about that? Are we shocked about that?
No.
I think only 3 people played it on the PlayStation. No, I'm just kidding. But Nick Marseille played it, and that's it. Like, it's not a PlayStation
that
game.
Legos guy played it too.
It's quite. they say it, but they, like, it's a niche game. And
On console, it is anyway. Like on PC, this is a big game.
Yeah,
One of
but
the biggest-
this week, Phil Spencer, in his interview with the Xbox official people, kind of gave the impression that this game's going to join Game Pass in a few months. The way he was overselling and we need these games in Game Pass, and then it immediately says, like, Baldur's Gate. Never mind. It's like you've done that obviously to give us the source there. He's dropping hints, little Easter eggs he's just squeezing out. Well, I think from my reading of his impressions, I think that's going to happen. But will Baldur's Gate actually be played more on Xbox? I think so. I think more people.
Interesting.
A
Why do you think so? Why do you think so?
A proportion of, because I think that the Xbox gamer is now the PC gamer as well, if you skew it that way. There's no intermingled. But I just feel like Xbox fans and Xbox guys, they're into that kind of RPGs, more PC side of things. Like a lot of people came to like Quake, Dreamcast, but PC. I was more PC actually, well, when I came to Xbox. And then there's that PC side of things, man. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Baldur's Gate, that's it.
I honestly think it's going to be the same on Xbox. I think
proportion-wise, it might be higher.
I think it'll get picked up, but it's
low.
both the Xbox and PlayStation version aren't even going to come halfway to what it did on PC, because this is a PC this is a PC game at heart and a console game at second. So it's had massive success on Steam for years either way in early access, and then it just got even more success at launch. But these aren't really the type of games I see console gamers really play that much.
That's true. I feel like genuinely the Xbox players in a proportion may slightly edge it out or over PlayStation, because not getting the numbers that PlayStation have. You can make fun of their sales comparatively.
I think you'll get a bigger player count on Game Pass due to right? Due to Game Pass.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be as much as people booting it up once. That doesn't say how many people beat it though, right? So
no, hardly anyone's going to beat it. Bro, even I'm not going to play this game, man. Like,
you're not lying to yourself. You're not lying to yourself.
I'm making fun of these guys. Like, the PlayStation guys will play it, but for me, even I'm just like, I couldn't get into it. The only main problem is it's just too big. There are too many big games. So annoying. Come here to bloody Hellblade.
Oh shit! It's Perulez. This one's a legend on Twitter.
He got banned because
he got banned off of Twitter.
Oh shit! And he thought the PlayStation ABK deal was gonna get done, and then you have the audacity to turn up in our chat. What is wrong with you? Have you not deleted your profile? What are you mad, blood? Get out of it. But yeah, like, I think that covers us, gents. We talked about Sonic, Mario, Spider-Man, Phil Spencer visiting studios to assess the appetite. Oh, sorry, I completely missed the entire topic there. Phil Spencer did, like, in that internal interview with post-closure of this deal, and the Xbox podcast alluded to a few things that quite tantalizing but broad, I guess.
Can I just tell Perulez, be careful, because Florian guy is still out for you. He's still looking to sue you, so you might want to run away. I'm gonna call him right. Let me go hit him up right now.
You got him.
Hey, you don't believe who I just ran into at the store.
Watch out, Perulez, man. You're gonna get murked. That guy's on the hunt.
You might actually lose the PS5.
He was tracking Jim Ryan's plane.
I've got a feeling I've got Perulez blocked on Twitter.
You 100% have. He's the most toxic pony who got destroyed, deleted his account because Florian Mueller just threatened to sue him. And then it was wrong about ABK as well, so it probably did him a favor, because how can you even chat shit after all that went down? But Phil Spencer, after the ABK deal actually concluding in the Xbox podcast, talked about the notion of these exploring older IP. So he's very good. This is the main thing that we talked about. But the answer might not be, we don't know, because ultimately he said the right thing. Phil Spencer said right now he's visiting Activision Studios and he's going to see whether there's an app. What are you laughing at? I was finally going to deliver.
Tom fucking Henderson, man. Tom Henderson tweeted.
What did he say?
Drunk Jez is the best Jez, folks. Slide into his DMs for GTA 6 news. My fucking DMs are a minefield, man.
I gotta see this. I've got to see this. What? I gotta see this on
Yo, that is mad. You just murked him so rawly.
40 DMs. Hello, Jez. When is GTA 6 trailer? Ask about GTA 6 news. Hey, Jez, when's GTA 6 trailer dropping? Also, is Red Dead Redemption coming out? What the fuck, man?
Oh no, no! You
You have 119,000 followers.
Do you know how much damage that's gonna do? Do you know how many? He's got a lot of followers.
Jez has 119,000 followers. You were a big shot this whole time, and I didn't even know.
Apparently. I fucking. It's because I was fucking.
He's a big shot that blocked me and then unblocked me. Look at this shit.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm gonna follow you, man, and I'll retweet you, and then we'll see.
And then you're gonna you're gonna block him.
You're gonna block me after
Let's see how long that lasts. You've said it here. Let's see how long that lasts.
Just you got Tom in chat there. Has just said get wrecked, and I just got to say, Tom, Jez said such nice things about you. This has gone so wrong.
You did as well. You're so nice about you at the start of the show. Said he's the best one. He's the best source and everything, and he's 100%
Tom
right.
Henderson's the best in the business, man. But he's trolling me because I tweeted that people should go to Tom Henderson for Bloodborne 2 information.
Oh, no.
Fair enough.
Bloodborne 2, and he went straight for GTA 6. Do you know how little he gives a shit about you for to do that?
He destroyed my DMs, man. My fucking message.
You destroyed your back doors, is what you've just said, because those DMs are
fucking blowing my back doors off. Fucking
yeah.
fuck you, Tom. What the fuck, man?
Yo, Tom, man. Karma's a bitch, he says. Shout out to Tom Henderson in the chat, blowing Jez's back. KY Bob, thank you, being for a member for 34 months. GTA, what? Says GameOnDaily. I got GTA in my brain. GameOnDaily for the win. Someone save Bob from getting community hatred right now for wanting to go back and play more Redfall and State of Decay 2. Is that what he said? Poor Bob. Redfall. God Empress Sophie with the $2 super chat. Shout out to Rand Alcotic 19. Let's make that trend.
J-Dub in the chat.
Shout out J-Dub. Oops, just get
Shall I unblock? I've had J-Dub blocked for like 2 years, man.
Bro, I think most people haven't had it blocked.
That's one I don't blame you for.
J-Dub is in a quiet taste. I love J-Dub, man. He makes me laugh, man. I was supposed to meet up.
J-Dub, man.
Yeah, he's funny, man.
Remember this
J-Dub,
moment.
man. I'm gonna unblock all the people.
You're gonna unblock J-Dub. It's not gonna last at all. That's not lasting.
We'll see what happens.
Look at the power of booze. It opened this man's heart.
Thing is, man, I had this opinion that like all this shit was serious.
Nah,
man,
it's
but
something
then...
to do with me. I have this aura. I change people. See, when people get near me, they're like, "Holy shit." I'm gonna unblock everybody now. See, it's
see,
me,
he's warmed your heart. He has one of the cockles of your heart.
I create new drug abusers every day.
He has. If you're gonna unblock J-Dub, then good luck. And I like J-Dub tweets. Good luck. Good luck with that. J-Dub, you know what to do.
I love Tim Dog, man, and Tim Dog always vouches for J-Dub, man. Like, I've known Tim Dog on Twitter for like 10 years, man. He was like there when I had like 50 followers, and he was retweeting my shit and being like, you know, and we all grew together, man, in this community. That's why the Xbox community on Twitter is so tightly knit. We all grew together, man.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm saying we. I'm not a part of it. What the fuck? No.
You're part of us now. Well, it's because Xbox is PC now. That's the problem.
Xbox is PC Master Race, man. And
yeah, that's what it is.
PC is the best platform, right? All these consoles are silly.
Absolutely.
PC is the best platform.
Absolutely. It is. I'm telling you now.
Bro, like, I knew this years ago.
Yeah, we did. I mean, the consoles didn't deliver what they wanted it to. So
I don't think it's even just a performance thing. I think it's just like a convenience. Like, all the games you want are on PC.
And Steam Deck.
And the Steam Deck, you know. Honestly, it's kind of weird because PC gaming is wasn't like a convenient option for people years ago, but now it's like almost like, dude, the kids these days, they're like, what do you want for Christmas? I want gaming PC. They don't say I want a PS5, I don't want an Xbox. They say I want a PC. Holy fuck. You know, so the times are different. Times are changing, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Lao Shimazaki, thank you for the 500 yen. I think the main issue is how Xbox isn't known for the walking sim genre. Sorry, that's more Sony genre, and I think that's a very good point. Like that was tick mark. That point, like you can do a Sony game. Well, here's one. Now let's go back to the kind of games we really like. Daddy Passion Official with a $5 super chat. It's easier for an Xbox gamer to become a PC gamer than a PS gamer. Xbox games are usually PC friendly. Absolutely, because you've got cross save, which is so seamless, and like cross-buy with Game Pass.
Anywhere is underrated, man. It's fucking underrated.
It is a very like amazing feature. You know, that just to be able to have an Xbox and a PC game at once, you know, be able to own those, and I mean that's pretty fucking cool, right? I don't have a Series S or X, but if I did, and I could play the same games, you know,
on a couch.
Pick up where I left off when I'm on vacation elsewhere. That would be pretty cool. No.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah. I think the best part is PlayStation.
Why is Asa so quiet, man?
Asa looks nervous. Asa looks like he doesn't want to be here. He's
I have spent the best part of 5 years figuring that out. I don't know.
That's true. You need to drink. You need to drink more, man.
He does sit there in silence he has sat there in silence for years.
I never played
it. He's like 5 years of sitting here in silence, and it's been painful almost every minute of it. No, it hasn't. Because I turn up here as a guest. It's a show for guests. I want you two to talk, and Gaz just doesn't shut the fuck up.
I have got nothing intelligent to say right now. But you have to bring that energy, bro.
Yeah, we look to you. We talk shit for ages. Then Asa, please add some sense to it. I don't care. Thanks, Asa. Now this podcast is just a bunch of people.
It's funny.
Shit.
One day, there's gonna be an episode where Asa just talks the whole stream, and everybody's be like, "You okay, Asa? Something wrong, bro?
Is something wrong? Is Gaz dead? Why is he shut up?
Yeah, no,
for 30 seconds straight.
We literally just put a puppet with Gaz's hat and the headphones that we leave. He's just in the background, and it just becomes Asa's show.
That would actually be hilarious if you just left the puppet there on the seat, and it's like you can make a derpy one of me.
And you replace Jez with a bottle of whiskey on there, and it's like, welcome everybody to the Asa show.
I've gotten to the point where it's like I'm so drunk now I can't play Diablo anymore, so I've turned off my.
I wondered why you turned it off. I was like, in my head, I thought he's really engaged in this conversation. He actually turned this game off, but instead it's like I'm too drunk. I can't play this game.
I haven't got enough brain cells left. I've either got to choose between the game or the podcast. So we are now fully engaged with what brain cells I've got left.
No, he's like he looks at his bottle of alcohol. He's like, I've made my choice.
How much is left of that bottle?
We've got about
it's the same as before.
No, we've got about half of it left. I've got to save the rest of this for ILP tomorrow, man.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to need that and then some. That podcast lost 16 days. Good luck with that. You're going to need that. And then King's going to bring the energy.
You see that sadness in his eyes. He's like, I have to save this for another night.
Yeah, save it. Because you're going to need it for ILP, man. It's going to be jokes with King David. I don't know what he's going to say.
This bottle of whiskey is storied because my friend's 3-year-old got me this for my birthday. So shout out to George, who apparently bought me this bottle of whiskey for my birthday.
Shout out George.
You know what? I am so jealous because
feeding his alcoholism. That's brilliant.
Guys, like I never told you.
It's not early in Britain.
Guys, I never told you one of my number one reasons.
It's a bit late now.
One of my number one reasons for wanting to go to the UK is to drink.
But the drinking culture is massive.
Dude.
Rand is a lightweight compared to
I know that the drinking culture of the United Kingdom is on a different level. I want to spend one day there.
I'd love to see you get destroyed.
Go to fucking Birmingham on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
Oh my
Cardiff.
God.
Have you ever been to
there.
Cardiff?
So disgusting.
Cardiff with all the
Birmingham,
students, man.
The alcohol
Food fresh this week? Fuck me, man.
The alcohol
this
culture
ain't
here
seen-
is mild by comparison. I hear like the stories I hear of Europeans and you people in the United Kingdom, and I'm like, you guys just drink liquor for fun? I'm like, liquor's a special occasion for me. Like, oh,
Nah,
shit.
man. These
Fuck
guys
that, man.
drink. I don't drink.
Liquor's
These
fucking-
people drink like mad. English
People in
people
my
drink like
fucking
Irish
town-
people drink like mad. Then you got the
Dude,
Sikhs.
people-
Sikhs drink like mad.
People in my town, they fucking go and drink liquor at their fucking lunch break.
Bro, I'm at work.
And fucking
Same
going in
thing.
the pub and fucking slamming whiskey shots down at fucking 12 in
Bro.
the afternoon.
With my law firm, the head would go every lunchtime. Would go out for drinks, come back. And the lawyer's fucking drunk as fuck. But he's sick. You're so smart. Never stopped his work. But they were tipsy. Not drunk, but tipsy. Like, I consider that tipsy. In
Drunk as
English
fuck, but not
culture,
drunk,
that's-
just tipsy. What? What are you talking about?
They would class it as tipsy, and I just feel like, yo, you guys are getting lit. The conversations get saucy, and it's just like quite free flowing after 2 p.m. and like every day. Like this is crazy. Like it's a mad culture in the UK of drinking.
I'm just
You'd love it.
I'm way more excited to visit the UK than any place else in the world. I don't know why. I think it's just the I don't know.
The alcohol? Go to Thailand.
No, not just
the
the- it's not-
alcohol there.
It's not just the
Mad.
alcohol. It's not just the alcohol. I think it's just
It's
the,
me.
Besides
tell
that,
you
I don't
one
know.
thing
It's like
about Britain, right?
It's the
Britain
culture.
is-
Like you blokes are funny. You know, you're funny
Yeah,
people.
Britain is always ahead culturally than any other country, I believe. We've ascended to a level of nihilism and sarcasm that other countries just aren't aware of yet.
Nihilism and sarcasm.
It's Britain's sarcasm is on another level. Like my girlfriend's German, and I have to sometimes there's communication issues because I have to explain everything I say is sarcastic because that's how Britain operates. You know?
Yeah, it's true, but you're classing sarcasm as the top barometer for cultural refinement. You weirdo! You should be with the Conservative Party. I thought, bro.
Conservative Party are just a walking example of fucking sarcasm.
I haven't seen someone. I haven't seen someone. I haven't seen
Nothing
someone.
serious
I'm saying.
about conservatives, man.
I haven't seen someone
Conservatives
get
are
just
just
smashed.
literal walking fucking sarcasm.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
true.
Johnson, look at him. He is the living embodiment
Oh,
of
that's
sarcasm.
such a good fucking point. But then you have Rishi Sunak,
we
who doesn't even have human emotions. What the fuck?
We elected Boris Johnson for a fucking laugh.
That is true.
We've got
just 'cause-
nuclear weapons, man, and we elected Boris fucking Johnson. We don't give a fuck in this country, man. We're fucking nihilists.
That's every fucking country, man. America's got some guy with dementia on there, and then the other alternative is a guy who's going to kill all Muslims. It's like, fucking hell, bro. The whole world is fucked. The whole world generally
Boris
is
Johnson's
fucked.
got a fucking nuclear button.
I'm pretty sure they locked that feature off away from him as he's like, on his way there to the button, he's just touched up a few secretaries. They're like, I don't think we should let him up with the button there. That's going to be a little bit
Biden
too
has
much for
pressed the
good old
nuclear
Boris.
button by accident, man. Oh my god.
It wouldn't even surprise me this day.
Yes, you're not allowed to get political. Remember what happened.
Oh my god. Okay.
You are not allowed to be political because of what happened last week. So you need to.
Oh yeah, it's true.
You gotta
It's
be
true.
careful, guys. You better be careful.
I don't give a shit. Naruko94 with the £5 super chat. Funny podcast tonight. Tipsy Jez, all jokes aside, we need GTA 6 ASAP. GTA 5 came out 10 years ago. There it is, GTA. Just get ready for it. That's going to be the next 3 years of your life until GTA 6
I'll tell you
comes
one
out.
thing, right?
Because of Tom Henderson.
Tell you one thing. I've like had leaks from pretty much every publisher except 2K. So like it's funny Tom Henderson tells people to come to me for GTA 6 leaks. 2K is the one, Take-Two is the one publisher I have no fucking leaks for ever.
I don't think anyone does because they run a tight ship. It's like the way the pyramids were built. Pretty bad
Except
condition.
for when they got hacked and all that shit leaked, right?
Oh shit.
You know, hey,
You
so-
would say that,
Well,
and then
that ship
yeah,
leak.
that ship is not that tight because they got the biggest game leak ever. That was disastrous potentially for them, and they went hard. You're right. You're right.
Yo, Gaz, your dad super chatted you something about me. How'd it get, Johnny?
Shout out Hoggy Johnny.
No, can you say it in your people's dialect?
Listen, bastard. He said,
good,
wait, of
Johnny.
all places, Frit. He goes, Frit, you want to visit? Dad's rebuking you because you, of all the places you want to visit Britain, what freaking Detroit is?
Whoa.
But certainly
Oh,
there are
no.
much better places to go. Hoggy
You know what?
Johnny,
Yeah,
you
no,
piece of
they actually have Medicare
cussing
in
the
Britain.
UK.
Like in Detroit, you just die on the side of the road. What are you talking about?
He's cussing the UK. Disgraceful, Hoggy, and
Your
you're
father's
absolutely
pretty
right.
pissed at me. Your dad's pretty pissed at me. So
Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, UK is a weird place. It's nice. Like, you'll have a good time, I reckon. But in terms of countries to visit, you Americans don't leave your country. So I'm like, what's the one location you would go?
man, you say
you
that
pick
like
England.
it's such a cheap thing to do.
And it's not. That's the thing. You don't
No, that's
because
the
you
thing that
can't.
sucks about America. Traveling. It's
Exactly.
expensive
That's a
as fuck.
big thing.
And Europe
Americans don't
traveling
realize.
is a lot cheaper. Like if you want to go from this point in Europe to that point, it's way
It's
fucking.
mad. And
In
I think
America,
that
it's
makes
like
a
you
big
literally got to
difference.
fly off your goddamn continent, and you gotta want to go somewhere else. It's crazy expensive.
But Hoggy's done it. He's flown all over the world. He worked in Tokyo or in Japan. He worked in England.
Flew more
and
than
somewhere
Jim
else.
Ryan.
Yeah, he did. That's what the deal went through.
Flying Ryan.
Yeah, shout out to Hoggy in the chat. Yeah, so I don't even know what topic we are. We're talking about the Conservative boy.
No,
What the fuck
actually,
are
can we
talking
talk about Phil Spencer's interview that he?
Oh yeah,
No.
Phil Spencer. Yeah.
No. Let's not talk about Phil. Let's talk about Rishi Sunak for the next hour.
No.
Fucking
No
Rishi
fucking way.
Sunak.
Why do
No,
you want me to
that's
lose
not.
subs, man? What the fuck? With Rishi Sunak, the dry fucking piece of shit. He doesn't even know how to have sex. He's like a toothpick, bruv. He's got no personality.
Oh,
Chat
my
GPT has
God.
more personality than Rishi Sunak. So we won't talk about it. Well, Phil Spencer wants to assess the appetite of the oh my god, this fucking conversation. This was, I swear, for half an hour ago. I was trying to introduce this. Phil Spencer wants to assess the studios and their appetite to make these games. So what he's gonna go and do is just which is the right thing. is have a conversation with these studios. Do you want to make Transformers? Do you want to make Prototype? And the answer might be no. What the fuck are those games? Let's just carry on working with COD. And that would suck. But he's right. He goes, but he said they understand, they hear it about the legacy IPs. Question is, will we actually see them? And I don't know. Asa, I don't know if you followed this interview.
Fuck off.
but
They'd be like, oh, we're going to be really boring now. Let's talk to Asa. Do something else.
No, fucking no. Come
Asa's
on.
like, Asa's like, I like.
Asa, come on. I
Asa's
want to
like,
hear
I'm
from
an
you,
observer, not a politician.
I can't do anything.
No.
I can't do it. If I asked him a funny question, he wouldn't even respond. But now I have to ask him a
Asa,
serious
come
question. I'm
on.
still
Asa
reviewing.
Asa would be like
Asa,
the worst
Asa,
god to
Asa.
pray to. He would be the worst deity to pray to. He just would never
So
answer
bring
you.
some fucking sense to this podcast, bro. We need to be grounded. Come on, Asa.
Bro, did you watch the Phil Spencer thing? Surely, come on, man.
He's like,
All right,
fuck
do you want
off,
to talk
guys.
about
He's
hoes?
like,
Let's talk about hoes. Asa, what do you like? Big booties or breasts in women or men, whatever you like.
So Phil Spencer's, yeah, you're right. He's doing the right thing, isn't he? He's
There
giving
you
these
go.
studios. He's talking a good game, talking about like we're going to get them to work on things they're passionate on. If you don't want to make Banjo-Kazooie, then you'll end up making a terrible Banjo-Kazooie game. So we're going to have a little chat. We're going to see what people want to do. It makes all of the sense. Phil Spencer's always said the right thing to the right people in every circumstance, pretty much. So what it means in reality, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a little while before we see Microsoft's impact on what games come out of APK anyway. So, yep.
Yeah. That's a good summary of the whole thing. Shout out Ranting Greek Gamer in the chat. Yeah, no, it is a big thing. Like, come on, man.
Fucking love Greek food, man. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Zorka. Skata Malaga.
Just had to fucking throw that in there.
Greek food.
I love Greek food, man. I fucking love it.
What do you like on Greek food? What's so good about Greek food? Give me name of a dish. Don't even say falafel.
yogurt.
Cheese,
I like
man.
their yogurt.
That's all they have is yogurt.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. It's
Feta
mandatory.
cheese, man.
Mandatory.
There's a Greek restaurant in my town, and they put feta cheese in a bit of chicken, with some rice, and I fucking love it.
It's
I don't know
English.
how
You have no
good that
taste
is.
buds. Why is that?
What
Fucking
even
nice,
is
man. It's
Greek
fucking
food?
nice.
I need to give you some
Fucking
flavor.
nice.
That sounds
Isn't
weird.
Greek food
but-
usually just a
It's fucking nice.
matter?
It's fucking nice, man.
I'll get-
Mixed better with anything. It elevates the dish.
Gyros, okay.
That gyros is a big one. Let's be real. Gyros is basically a doner kebab here in London. Isn't that what it is? A gyros is a doner kebab. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. A doner kebab.
kebab.
It is, and there's a big man. Every time outside a club, it is, isn't it, Asa? That's a
Pretty
doner
much the
kebab.
same, yeah. To us,
the
anyway,
most
our
British
non-discerning
as fuck
taste is the same,
podcast.
yeah.
This is the most British-
that's
this
what
is
you-
the most-
Yeah,
change
every
this
time you
to-
go out a club, you're just gonna get a massive doner. It just soaks up the fucking alcohol. I'm not saying I drank, but my friends did,
God.
and you know, or even when you get danked, when you were danked, not
Guys,
saying
you
I got
don't
danked.
drink.
I don't drink.
Danked!
You don't
well,
drink.
Danked!
But
This
you
is the
do
most
drugs.
British podcast ever.
I
Oh
do
my
drugs.
God.
No, I don't do anything, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why they casting aspersions
Bollocks.
on me.
Fucking
Casting
bollocks, Akid.
aspersions.
Fucking
Baz,
bollocks, mate.
What about the pens?
Aspersions.
Come on,
you
guys.
buy? What about the many pens you buy.
Aspersions. Have you tried DMT? Fucking, I've talked about DMT
Love
so much on this
DMT, man.
podcast. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that. You have to work on the journey to get there. You know that. Anyway, I don't know. I just read this on Joe Rogan's. I watched it on Joe Rogan. But yeah,
Fucking
gyros are
Joe
amazing.
Rogan leading Gaz
Rogan.
astray. I can't believe it.
You
that
opened
really
my
how- wait, is
third
that really how you
eye.
discovered
That's
DMT?
what he did. He opened my third eye. Not Joe Rogan. He's a fucking idiot. No, I meant the. Well, he did kind of introduce DMT, which is your third eye, which is incredible, if I'm told.
You're
But
told.
You ever done
it is
2CB?
amazing. That shit's great.
yeah, you've done it, right? You've done crazy.
Oh, dude, I did 3 big bong rips of it. You had to have 3 individual bongs, and your friends just go. First hit, I'm like, I'm not taking that second hit, and they gotta have to force you. And then after the third one, you don't even remember taking the third one, and you're just fuck.
You're in another universe.
I was like,
You're in another
it
universe.
was the first time. It was the first time I ever taken something, and something in my head said, "Your mom was right. This is gonna break your brain." I was.
Oh man.
I think the only thing
It is
ever
like
took- the only thing that ever took me further than that was Salvia. Salvia was a
Salvia. Oh my
Salvia
God.
was a mind fuck. Everything around me was clay animated. It was insane.
Dude, have you ever done 2CB?
Claymation.
2CB.
2CB?
I've heard about
Yeah,
2CB.
I heard about it, but I've not done it.
Dude,
no.
I've
everything was
heard about
fucking-
it 3 times.
I did 2CB and everything was claymation with 2CB.
really?
I was lying on the floor on a carpet, and it looked like all the little, like, you know, the sort of bobbles that you get on the material. It looked like there were fucking claymation sheep walking around on the carpet. I was like, what the fuck?
Candy flipping, isn't it? 2CB is basically speed and like
Oh shit! You
speed.
put
MDMA
ecstasy-
and
ecstasy
LSD
and-
apparently mixed
Oh.
together. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking cool, man.
That sounds like heaven.
Crazy.
I mean,
crazy.
I never take. I usually don't take high dosages of mushrooms without a little bit of MDMA because the type of mushrooms I take aren't like your average golden teachers. I take some very
Everyone-
like earth shattering. You're gonna talk to aliens type of shit.
Yeah, he does. You're talking about. Yeah.
Someone in chat's talking about ayahuasca. Has anyone done ayahuasca?
Yeah, but
I
that
wish.
is
I
no
wish.
chance. No chance.
Where the
I
fuck-
want to do it in
You
Peru.
don't have to go to the fucking jungle to do
I want to
ayahuasca.
go to Peru. You got to go to Peru. I want to go to Peru and do it.
Yeah, but some of the
go to
stories of these
fucking
shamans
Peru.
killing people,
Let's
like they
go,
end up
right
dying. The people have died doing that. Very rarely. Ayahuasca is really fine, but part of it is you throw up and shit yourself as your body's expelling all this gunk, and then you go on an 8-hour trip that kills your ego. It's very similar to DMT. And why are we talking about Nariko with a £2 super
No,
chat?
this is
Rockstar.
interesting. Stop.
Rockstar's
notoriously tight-lipped. Trailer soon. Well, when they'll drop it, they'll drop it. So in chat, we are kind of done.
Fucking
but we're
drugs
talking.
podcast now. I'm gonna
We're
be
just
right back.
talking. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, go. Be right back. Asa, what kind of drugs have you done?
He doesn't look at him.
Oh, you want done? What do you mean? You don't come to me to the dry gaming topic. Come to me with the sauce. Here we go.
like
And then
he
you
goes-
No, I didn't say that either. I said leave me alone.
He doesn't want his employers to know what he's done. You got to be careful.
Oh man.
It's funny because one day Phil Spencer's gonna hang out with you guys. You're gonna invite me, and we're just gonna get Phil Spencer high for the first time in his life because he never has been.
We have to.
He
spike
never
it.
has.
Yeah,
been.
he was never done anything dodgy. But
No.
Aaron Greenberg, he will get a stripper and do a line off her back, but not Phil Spencer. No, Aaron Greenberg.
Allegedly,
will not do that.
you can't. Yeah.
Greenberg looks like he parties. Yeah.
He looks like there's an old picture of Greenberg with 3 models in lingerie. Do you know that? He's like he was this is back when everything was non-cancelable basically, and it was like a little pimp. It was like, yo, they want to bury that picture, but I think, Aaron, you are a G in that one. Boba Fett Gaming, thank you for being a member for 19 months. I've done Nintendo Switch a time or two. Boba Fett is also on crack right now, but thank you. Keep the super chats coming. Yeah, what are we talking about? Yeah, you haven't done anything, sir. How can you even talk about beauty?
Dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this to Phil. I'll be like, Phil, are you down to smoke weed for the first time ever? He's like, okay, just some light stuff, please, and very small. I'm like, okay, Phil, I gotcha. I'm gonna put some salvia in the bowl. Be like, all right, Phil, go ahead.
Aaron Greenberg said he wanted to grab it.
What have I done with the Xbox bread? No.
Aaron Greenberg was actually such a cool guy. He said, Gazwa, I want to get drinks with you after. We would have jokes because he just wants to have chill. And there was already good vibes. But he was so busy, man. There was a line to see Phil Spencer, an hour and a half to sign and take a picture with him. Xbox era right there. I made fun of them so much. I'm like, you go there, get that signature, you fucking slut. Go get that signature, John, from Xbox era. But John is such a nice guy. But I still rinsed him for that. He goes, "Oh, you're not gonna wait? Oh, you want me to queue up an hour and a half to fucking kiss Phil Spencer's ring? Are you mad, blood? No chance. No chance, bro. That's so weird. I find that
Colt
weird.
Eastwood
He's
would
a
do
celebrity.
Colt Eastwood would do it.
Colt Eastwood would wait 3 days. No,
Colt Eastwood would camp.
No.
Stop being mean to Colt, man. Colt is the fucking nicest guy.
Yeah.
He's so fucking nice, man. I love him.
Yeah. Yo, bro.
Colt likes me ragging on him.
Yeah, he loves it. But Colt Eastwood actually party games with Phil Spencer, and they're kind of good, knowing terms in terms of squeezing Colt Eastwood.
I will say the Xbox community. What I've seen from what you guys, your guys' group, the Iron Lords podcast group, you guys host these things, these meetups and stuff, and the community actually goes to places together to play games
That's
together.
wicked.
It's actually pretty surprising when you're not on Twitter how interlinked this community is and how nice everyone is to each other. It's actually
Dude, it is so fucking cool. I owe my entire career to the Xbox community. People like Tim Dog, all the way back 10 years ago. In April, I've been doing this for 9 years, and it was people like Tim Dog who had a following back in the day who retweeted me. I ended up getting a career in this fucking community because of the Twitter community on Xbox.
That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. And now I've got 120,000 followers almost. It's ridiculous. It's fucking insane.
I thought I didn't know you were that. I didn't know you were a big person on Twitter.
I don't fucking know either, man. It's fucking crazy. It's still sinking in. It's crazy. And I owe this whole fucking career that I've got. I was a fucking minimum wage IT guy at a high school, for fuck's sake. I dropped out of high school, dropped out as close approximation as dropping out of high school in England can be. I fucking failed my A levels, man. I had no fucking prospects. I was doing minimum wage IT at a high school that the job center fucking forced me to go and do. And I was blogging in my spare time, and people like Tim Dog retweeting me Absolutely blew
Yeah.
me up. And then the Windows Central offered me a job, and it's fucking transformed my entire life, man.
That's
And it's the
mad.
community. It's the Xbox community. It's this tightly knit
Shout out
Xbox
Tim
community.
Dog, by the way.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
really
fucking Tim
that's-
Dog, man. Cheers
That's
to
really
Tim
that's
Dog.
really cool. That's really cool to hear.
Sorry,
there's
no
a-
species shutting down those. That was my fucking.
What?
Fucking yes.
Sorry, man. But yeah, man, shout out to the community, man. Xbox community is the best. It is, man. Like, it's
Shut
not-
up! You have a bias. You're all biased. This is an Xbox podcast. You're all biased.
But even though, look, come on, Frit. Like,
I'm not.
apart from Weapon Wheel, apart from Weapon Wheel, like, there's no community there. And Xbox is the community.
I will say this. I've been invited to both Xbox shows and PlayStation shows, and I will say the Xbox ones are always organized. They're always organized, and they're very well structured, and the guests are very well mannered. Aisha, Jez, you both are gentlemen. You know, you guys both very professional. You know, I'm used to like interrupting and yelling over
I
people.
just unblocked you last week, man.
but then then I get invited onto like King Thrash's like show, and it's just a disaster.
It's just
like,
shouting, and it's
shouting,
just-
swearing. The chat is a mess. I'm just like, holy shit.
That's like too much.
Surprisingly enough, the only PlayStation podcast that was ever brought on that was in order and good years ago was actually Foxy Games UK, when he used to be a PlayStation
Really?
guy. He's an Xbox guy now, apparently. Just nuts to think
I don't know
about.
where he's at.
Foxy is an Xbox guy now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, ever since
You don't know
Starfield.
that? You
Starfield
didn't know
made him
that?
Starfield turned him into an Xbox guy.
Apparently.
Now he's just grifting. He's just grifting, to be fair.
Yeah, Starfield was the straw that broke the camel's back, who did a swift U-turn. It's because his numbers weren't doing that well. He noticed that Xbox content creators are doing well because they are a community. And so the PlayStation community left him in the lurch. And now he's trying to run in, but his legacy is disgusting. And you think I'm going to forget about it? No chance. Like, come on, man.
People are like curious about Xbox, man. People are curious,
is.
like even though Xbox is smaller, people are curious, and that's why like me and Rand do well, and that's why like Windows Central does well. People are curious, and they want to know like what Xbox is doing, and the search volumes for Starfield were absolutely insane, man. But
Still my most searched
Big.
viewer
Big.
topic.
Yeah, exactly.
On
Really?
YouTube.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when I go to viewer searches, Starfield's still like number one.
That's
And
crazy.
I've like which is weird because like the reception to Starfield on YouTube is completely different. I've had people be more pissed off at me for liking the game, which is crazy. There were people who were pissed at me for liking the game. And not taking a stand, because of the pronoun stuff. And I was like, it was kind of ridiculous because I was like, well, I mean, I looked the other way with Baldur's Gate 3, like we all did, right?
It was just a pronoun at the start.
Baldur's Gate is fucking so good, man. Baldur's Gate is so fucking good.
But Baldur's Gate 3 is a very I think
you can have sex with a bear in it, man.
Yeah,
you can have sex with a bear in Baldur's Gate. Can you have sex with an elephant in Mario Wonder? I don't think so.
Sort of. You sort of have sex.
And I just got to intercept because earlier, Jez, you did say that I had like outed myself as a furry, and now just saying.
Look at him. Now he wants to talk.
I had to point that out. You know, I don't know where Gaz has gone now.
Fair play.
Anyway, just letting everyone know I'm a furry. But back to what you're saying.
Why have I got this really weird urge to Google what a bear penis looks like?
You better put down the bottle. Stop, put down the bottle, Jess. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's coming out of me.
Bing image search is no help. It's no help, guys.
Trust me, you do not want to. No. Oh my god. Gaz, where are you?
Hold on. I've got my headphones on.
Penis.
And I can hear this conversation, and I'm taking a piss, looking at my penis, and then you say, I'm trying to find a bear penis. Then I'm looking at mine, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Someone
I
at
leave for
Larian
2 seconds to watch.
Studios. Someone at Larian Studios probably had to like 3D model a bare penis at some point.
Oh my
No?
fucking
No?
Well, like, to be fair, game developers have modeled horse testicles, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Red
That's
Dead
true.
Redemption, exactly, bro.
Imagine having that job because, I worked on Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, oh, that's amazing. That's Rockstar. What did you do? I made the testes in the game.
They also had a designer for testicles in GTA 5 because you see testicles a few times in GTA 5 actually.
Oh my!
So
Imagine having that job.
Someone's job is literally
that
to design the testicles in Rockstar games.
They just put their own textures in there. Just took a selfie. There you go. That's it. Just fucking use this as the texture pack for this. Wow. Well then, chat. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to end the show, but I don't know.
I'm not ready to end the show just yet. I thought Jez was gonna finish that bottle, so I was like,
Oh, you have another glass? I thought you said you were gonna stop. It's finished now.
I've done 2/3. I need to save some for ILP tomorrow. So
he's like, I need to save some for when I feel emotions tomorrow, man.
Bro, you
Those
gotta
pesky
be.
emotions, gotta wash them away.
You gotta go hard on tomorrow, because King David's there.
Oh,
And he's gonna be
what?
talking about Spider-Man.
King
The Lord-
David is so
The Lord
fucking good.
himself. I want to see. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Get lit with Jez being lit and King David going off on Spider-Man.
King
Because
David is going to have the time of his life tomorrow.
He's gonna be rinsing
King David
Spider-Man.
is the best,
Ponies,
bro.
you're watching this. You want to clip this shit. You want to clip his show tomorrow because King David is gonna be saying some wild shit about Spider-Man.
It's not like
It's gonna be
King
wicked.
David King
Jez
David
is gonna be drunk. It's fucking
King
amazing.
David just has this fucking aura to him. Like, you're just gonna laugh before he said anything. You're just
Yeah, it's so true. Do you know how rare that is? to
I
have
don't
that
think
kind
like
of
he
aura?
has this thing that other people don't have. He's just naturally
Yeah.
like funny, charismatic, a G. You know, he's probably the
Yeah.
coolest guy in the community. He's hilarious too.
Definitely.
So like
I think so.
like the minute he's on screen, it just like changes like the room.
Yeah.
The energy changes.
It's so true. It's so true.
He's
I
just
think it
great.
does. I think that's why I love King David. Like, and he's a nice guy, man. And I've been desperate to party with him. We talked about it for ages. E3 got cancelled, and he's like, But now the Xbox event next year, I'm going, and we're gonna get some hoes. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Shout out to King David. But yeah,
The whole Iron Lords podcast in general. Shout out to them. They're
really good. And shout out to Cog as well.
but obviously
fucking love
the Game On Daily
Dude.
show is better. Obviously, so
Fucking guys.
I can't replace Gag. Can't
Guys,
replace
you
King.
told me this podcast was 4 hours long, man.
oh shit.
Huh?
We've only been going for 2 hours, 3 hours.
You promised
How many
4
hours?
hours, guys.
No, bro, it's the opposite. He's like, I can't be there for long. I'm like, all right, don't worry, we'll try and do it in 2. Now you're complaining. I said the opposite when it was you who said let's go for 4 hours. Like, yeah.
My girlfriend's decided to start doing some work. So
Oh.
we can stay up all fucking night now.
Oh, I'm so
shit.
sorry. If your girlfriend can hear it,
Let's fucking
sorry.
go. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Ice is like, fucking let me go to bed.
Please stop, yes.
please.
Daddy passion official.
Aisha doesn't look like he ever goes to bed. He looks like he looks like he sits in bed and he sits there still like how he does on the camera. He just
Yeah, like lays there.
and then like the sun comes up and then he just gets out of bed. He's like, I am awake now.
I am awake now.
So it's not
It's like
far
a
off.
robot.
Yeah.
It's like at his
Stop. I bet you in your life you've said that a few times. Like, I am awake now.
Aisha,
man.
when his child was born, he's like, this is all right, mate.
This is all right, mate. This is Asa, how he expresses emotion. Daddy Passion Official, thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm playing Lies of P on PC Game Pass whilst I listen to the show. The difference is the ponies don't play games, they play Twitter. Xbox has no games. What? That's a bit of a schizophrenic freaking super chat. You play games. The difference is Xbox players play games. Ponies play Twitter. Xbox has no games. So you're saying Xbox guys don't do anything?
You know,
Weird.
yeah.
Weird. But yeah. Well, gents, I'm going to talk about Meat. No, I'm not going to
No,
talk about.
What we're going to talk
feet.
about meat for? We're going to talk about carne. I don't want to talk about carne.
Are we fucking? Is this becoming a foot fetish podcast now?
What? No, there's nothing much to talk about other than definitely play Mario. The new Mario. I actually gonna play it. Are you?
You're
guys
not going to
play it?
recommend Spider-Man, Gaz? You biased Xbot.
Fuck Spider-Man. Bitch. Nah, not for me. I can't do it. But
I can't
Mario.
believe it. I can't believe
Asa,
it.
play Mario. I want to see what you say.
I can't believe you're not going to talk. You're not going to recommend Spider-Man.
Fuck
Clearly
Spider-Man.
shows your obvious bias. I'm going to tell.
Spider-Man is just so lame, man. So
Shut up.
lame.
I
So lame.
go back to that trailer.
For me, I know people love it. I'm in the
When you're
minority.
watching the trailer with people, you're like, it's Triangle the game.
Try. That's what fucking game is designed like. Triangle. Even the combat, I've seen it. It's just the same shit. And people like send these long combos. I'm like, it's doing nothing. It's no impact. It's like. Wing.
Wrong,
It's
shut the
just
fuck up.
Shit. I don't know why you guys.
Guys wants to hate on it so bad.
I just don't like it. I'm trying to see.
Guys, I love the picture you put up, the meme when like Spider-Man got 91. It's like the little black kid. He's like, "Congratulations, I'm happy for you." It's just all the little
one?
pouty kid. The kid
Oh
with
yeah, like
the
this.
little sour
Congrats.
look on his face.
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy
Nice.
for you. I'm like,
That was pretty much my reaction.
let the
But
ponies have their W. Let them have their
yeah,
W.
absolutely.
They deserve
Ponies-
it after a pretty rough year. I mean, come on.
Thing is, Xbox guys, we give the flowers. I give flowers all the time, twice this year. GT and Forza and this.
I
And
smoke
do you see the
flowers.
PlayStation guys do it? Never. Because they're not honest. That's the difference between the Xbox guys. We recognize, man. Like, you try to downplay Hi-Fi Rush, oh, it's going to be shit. And then it did well. And then Forza Horizon 5's derivative. And you play Spider-Man 3. Come on, you should be saying Forza Horizon 5 is mad. Don't chat shit.
What did you say about Forza Horizon 5? You don't like
I'm
it?
just saying the Xbox guys are just more honest.
I mean, I'm just,
I
I just find it funny because just the videos people are posting of bugs, right? And I see these.
That's the retaliation.
I see these PlayStation guys comment on those posts angry. Look at you, console warring, and the person posting the bugs is not even the person who console wars. I'm just like, oh, that is fucking hilarious to see, though.
Bro,
It's just
absolutely.
like it's like showing Spider-Man bugs and glitches is console warring to these folks. I'm like, this happens for all games. Every
Starfield,
single-
it happened ridiculously. So yeah, like
I mean,
for me, it's just like very, very immature reaction. But it's like, you get what you fucking deserve. Bam.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It is funny to see it go completely above the PlayStation guys' heads. Like they don't get that they're being parodied, right?
I think they're a bit understand. They can't deny it because they did it so heavily to Starfield. They're
Look,
like,
guys, all video game discourse is pointless because the only good games come from Blizzard.
What did you just say?
The only,
way
the
too
only
drunk.
games worth playing.
You know what,
are
Jess? That's
Blizzard games.
as bad as your God of War and
Overwatch.
Hellblade take. Come on, stop it.
Overwatch.
Now. You're drunk.
Overwatch.
Quiet. Be quiet.
Overwatch. Oh,
Overwatch.
1.2.
Diablo.
You are hammered.
Diablo 4.
Starcraft.
Oh,
No
are
other games
so
are good, man. Only Blizzard games are good.
what do you mean? Overwatch 2
Nobody
is
wants to
basically
accept
one.
the truth, man. Nobody wants.
What do you mean? What Diablo 4? Like Asa said, like that's not like as good as Diablo 3. Ian, 3 was
man.
controversial.
Blizzard ships a fucking horse armor for €40. I'm fucking paying for that horse armor, baby. Because
Oh, you're being
Blizzard's
sarcastic
righteous.
again. This is the sarcasm, and even I didn't clock you, lady, on so thick, so refined. The best culture. Just
Jess,
If Blizzard tells me to buy a Lilith skin for $40, I'm fucking there, baby. I'm fucking there, man.
you know what? Jez is my favorite drunk on stream now. My favorite drunk on stream, he'll just say the wildest shit, but it's I mean, you know,
What this?
Yeah,
there's
Blizzard
no,
being- is
alcohol
wild.
gives you clarity, man. Alcohol gives you clarity on
That's
honesty.
spoken like a true
and
refined
everyone-
gentleman.
Everyone deep down, everyone knows that Blizzard makes the best games, man.
They used to. Not anymore.
I don't know what Blizzard you've been playing recently, but you know.
I mean, that's why we want the AB deal to go through. Let's see what makes some memes with Blizzard.
I think the last time Blizzard was on top, I was gaming on Windows XP. That's the last time Blizzard was on top.
There was there's a World of Warcraft. There's a World of Warcraft vanilla collector's edition up on eBay for like $5,000. That's fucking.
What?
Yeah, I would fucking buy that, bro.
$5,000 for the collector's edition of vanilla, the classic.
It comes with a mini Diablo pet, guys. It comes with a mini Diablo
pet. But the
a mini fucking Diablo pet, bro.
The mother of all disgusting amiibos, $5,000 for this little plastic toy. And World of Warcraft vanilla. God, PC gamers love to waste money too. $5,000. If you buy them, which I did, PC
It's
guys spend a
sealed
lot.
with minor damage to the cellophane wrapper.
Oh, you're selling it? Are you
I'll
selling
fucking buy it right now. I'm drunk enough to buy it.
Okay.
No.
Don't do that. It's not
house.
Jazz,
I
that is the
worth
booze
it.
talking.
Do
Jazz, that
not
is the
buy
booze
that,
talking.
bro. I'll be
I must buy
irresponsible
it.
as a friend to say,
I must
don't
buy
buy
it.
that
You
shit.
know what? I'm not
I
gonna
must
leave
buy
Jazz.
it.
Fucking waste of money.
I'm not gonna leave Jazz alone.
We're not buying it. We're not buying it.
You said buy gaming PC, piece of shit. Don't buy the fucking World of Warcraft vanilla.
Bro, I live in my
collector's edition.
girlfriend's parents' house. I need a house first. I need a house first before we
Exactly.
buy
Then
I
don't
need
buy the World of
fucking
Warcraft.
house. I need a house.
I need to live.
I need somewhere to live.
Exactly. Oh, good. If you keep.
Jack, can we give
What?
this man? Give this man a super chat? Give him $5 to start that shit going.
No.
$5 to his new house.
He's not gonna get that super chat
all
money.
my money in a fucking 2-year fixed bond to try and raise money so I can move out of my girlfriend's parents' house.
Do those bonds even make any money?
Fucking no.
Wait, hold on. Wait, how have you not turned out? Wait, how have you not turned any of your clout
I'm
into
terrible with
profit?
finances.
How have you not turned any of your
bro.
clout into profit? This makes no sense.
He was this drunk when he did it.
Does Jess normally get this hammered?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I know exactly.
I'm gonna be 40 years old and I still don't have my own place, man.
That's the new normal, man. It's not easy nowadays. It's
Not
ridiculous.
everybody's a lawyer like Gaz, you know. It's just.
Yeah, I was lucky, but a lot of people aren't just. It's just the market. They just push you into this system of poverty, man. Like it's hard, even as a
fucking system.
It's expensive.
The society.
Yeah.
We live in a society, Ran.
We live in a society.
Rand? Gaz, not Rand.
They're gonna sell us universal credit, and we're gonna sign up to this digital currency. We're gonna be fucked for life. They're gonna own us. That's what's Blade Runner. That is essentially what's happening. They're gonna sell digital currency, universal income. Everyone's on
Microchip
that.
my ass, bro. Microchip my ass. I'm ready for it.
And this is what I'm saying. People are gonna do it.
Give it me. Give me the
It's
microchip
dangerous.
as long as I
Give
can
me
get a
the
house.
money. Here. He's like, are you really gonna sell your soul over for some money? Hell yeah!
Yeah,
I need a
absolutely. It's
need
messed
a-
up. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
absolutely.
He's
Bro,
gonna
it's
trade his
happening.
soul for-
With AI, advents in AI, and then you've got this universal basic income with cryptocurrency, digital, everything's digital. Go to Thailand. With Thailand, everything was more digital than we are. I was shocked. I was expecting like really old school to get my Thai baht out. The freaking card that they give you to use the railways, like a touch NFC scan, and it comes up in the Sky Train. And I'm like, in the UK, like we thought Thailand's a bit. No, it's not. Like even the buildings are insane. The sky rises, bro. It's coming.
What the fuck is going on?
Most of Asia.
What is going on?
Most of Asia's a lot more impressive than the West.
What the fuck is going on? Fucking guys, what is he talking about? He's talking about fucking
No,
microchips
I'm
and shit
talking
now.
about
Jazz, what
the
was
future.
going on is you
The
were just
future.
about to call AA, and you were gonna make an appointment tomorrow. This is exactly what you were gonna do.
Just extending your
remember?
pain so bad. Nariko with the £2 super chat. Lads, do we reckon ABK drops on Game Pass in next year? Next year. I'm gonna have the drops on Game Pass.
Dude, I haven't got enough. I haven't got enough Pepsi for ILP tomorrow. This is all your fault, guys.
That's just a mixer. Just go out
How's
and
it
get
guys'
one.
fault?
Go outside.
Drink it. I'm gonna have to drink whiskey and vodka neat. Tomorrow,
No,
man.
just buy a Coke. Why you not? Can't you, do you not have like
Dude.
shops near you?
Listen, guys. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. It takes me 2 hours to get to a fucking supermarket, bro.
What?
Are you? Where the fuck do you
Why would you
live?
do that to yourself?
Are you bro? You live in a farm in Germany?
I do. I do because I love my girlfriend.
Oh my god, that's crazy. You're,
in Germany.
I live in a fucking mountain, bro. I live up a fucking
well,
mountain.
buy a car then, because then you could drive instead of fucking 2-hour train. We just talked
Dude,
about
I
this.
don't drive. I don't fucking drive, bro. Like
That's the problem.
go on my Instagram, Jez Corden on Instagram, and you'll see what I'm dealing with here. Man,
I see.
when
I'm following you on Instagram. What am I dealing with? Just normal tweets.
it's
Oh,
fucking-
Instagram stories.
I posted a picture of where I live. It's fucking fields and grass
Oh, did
and
you? I didn't see that.
nature,
nature.
mountains and shit, bro. When I'm in the West Midlands, I can get fucking McDonald's at 3 in the fucking morning, bro. I can fucking go. I can walk
Living
to
the
Tesco's at 4 in the morning and
Yeah,
get a fucking
man.
Rizzler or some shit, bro.
Get Rizzler or some shit, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Here in Oregon, they stopped serving alcohol at 2 a.m.
Nah, in the UK, in London, it's a bit loose, bro. But in American cities,
24 hours. 24-hour alcohol accessibility in
Ow,
Britain.
this sounds like my
Brendo.
country.
bro.
Welcome to fucking Britain. Britain is advanced. Britain, for all of its filth, it's kind of like, for all of its filth and its pain into misery, Britain is an advanced culture, bro. I'm telling you,
In
Britain
what
is advanced.
sense?
We have 24-hour McDonald's. We have 24-hour
That's so
alcohol.
advanced.
That's all you
24-hour
fucking need,
McDonald's is
man.
very advanced shit.
Hey,
The
all
fucking
you see is
McDonald's in my
nitrous
house in the
canisters.
Midlands, 24/7, man. 24/7 McDonald's where I
You can
live.
order the food from.
Learn from us, world. Fucking peasants. You don't have enough McDonald's and alcohol shops
Hey,
at 4 in the morning.
wait. Jez, let me guess. They even have peanut butter and jelly in the same jar.
That's an American thing.
That's an American thing. We don't do peanut butter and jelly here.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird, man.
What
I'm sorry.
That is.
World.
All the Americans watching this show right now, peanut butter and jelly,
Nice.
that's fucked up, man.
No,
What?
it's not, man. It's nice. I like it.
It's
I like it.
delicious.
And it's
Yeah,
got
that's because
protein.
you're fucking southern. That's because you're fucking
I'm not
southern, guys.
southern.
It's got protein. And
Guys, you're
not you, Southern.
I'm not southern.
It's
You're
very
southern, man.
different.
Peanut butter and
Americans
jelly
being
is
Southern is
fucked
very
up, man.
different.
Peanut butter and jelly is, and it's not jelly. It's jam.
It's the beans, guy.
It's not jelly. It's jam. Peanut butter and jam.
It is jam. I don't know why you
Oh,
call it
man.
jelly.
That's
Jam.
a southern thing. Nobody
We
up
don't
fucking
call it
north eats
jam.
peanut butter and jam.
So, I will have a boxing match with you over this. Jam and jelly.
Fucking come, bring it, bro. Bring it.
What are you gonna do? Just throw beans at him?
Dude, Jez
Yes.
would show up like drunk as fuck and he'd win in one round.
Yeah, you don't want
And
to
then
mess
he
with
would go home and then
drunk
he would
Jez.
die from alcohol poisoning.
I'm fucking 350 pounds, mate. I just fall on you, and then
Your punches could
I
break
just
the face or two.
fall on you, and that'd be it.
Peanut butter and jam. No one
And
says
chapati served
peanut butter
frit.
jelly time. Can you imagine if the
Juwan.
song was peanut butter jam? Peanut butter jam. No, it's peanut butter jelly time. What? I cannot imagine singing
Butter jam
peanut butter
time.
jam.
Yeah.
What do you guys even
sounds
call
like-
peanut butter over there? You still call it peanut butter?
Yeah. What else would you call it?
Peanut
Butter.
butter. Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Butter. One with the
Peanut
DOP
butter is what
250.
happens on a Friday night before
Well, you
you
know
get
what?
in the shower.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? One with the 250 dwap. Or dop, sorry. I mixed the dop and the one and I made a dwap. Sorry. I'm having a life crisis now. Oh, well, I'm sorry. This is a bit dark. Oh no, wait, I misread that. I'm having a life crisis now. Thanks, guys. He's blaming on us. Now I remember why I love gaming. Here's a tip for Jez's house. Thank you. The tip will never get to him, but thank you for the super chat.
I don't need a tip. Manscaped's got me fucking covered, baby.
Manscaped sponsorship?
Bro, these guys are killing it with the Manscaped sponsorship.
Alex,
the funny thing is they've never used a razor in their lives.
Alex, Alex
Manscaped's amazing, man. I fucking shave my balls every fucking week.
Have you actually shaved your balls?
Dude, every fucking week, it'll change your fucking life. Code
It
XP2.
Code XP2? Do it.
Yeah.
Bruv, that's a need. That's a must. Bruv, you need to shave your balls, bro. That's disgusting if you don't. Zitro with the $2 super
You know,
chat.
guys, I never got a Manscaped sponsorship, but what I did get was a bong sponsorship.
That is so sick. That is so sick.
Yeah, it was the Freeze
That's the
Pipe.
dream.
Freeze Pipe company, yeah, Freeze Pipe Bongs is my sponsor. So that's pretty
Freeze
cool.
Pipe.
Yeah,
That's wicked.
It's like the whole idea is they have this ice.
It's like
attachment.
shisha.
Yeah, you put it in a freezer. It's got glycerin in it, and it freezes, and then you put it on top of the bong.
That must be
And
nice.
you get nice, you get cold ass hits.
Cold hit. That's nice.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
perfect.
honestly, I find the best use for it to be with hash when I'm using it. So
okay.
I like to hit hash with cold, like a cold hit. So it's
Asa did hash. No, Asa did. His eyes widened up. Asa, you did shisha pipe. He came around. Remember, he put it on Instagram. But that was an ice pipe, and Asa struggled, bro. He couldn't suck off, well, the shisha. Do you remember that? Asa, you remember it.
No, you're making stuff up.
It's on Twitter. You were trying shisha. Come on, don't lie. Zitro with a $2 super chat. Brits have no right to just diss other cuisines. Fact. We cannot. Bro, there's no chance. Bro, even Americans here. You Americans have the dankest food. Processed as shit. It's basically eating plastic. But plastic never tasted so good.
Britain has the best food, man. I mean,
only because it's Indian and Asian cuisine. It's not
that's
British
what I'm talking
cuisine.
about. Fucking mutton vindaloo. The best British food.
Yeah, Americans, you guys are missing out ridiculously on Asian food, like Indian food, not Chinese food, but Indian and Pakistani, whatever. Biryani.
The whole point of the British Empire was to get better food, man. I'm convinced of this.
It's a worthy pursuit. It's a worthy pursuit. But they didn't do well, did they? Because you guys, like, English food can be nice, but it just needs flavor. But like
Greg's, man.
America,
sausage roll. Well,
Italy, pastas. They've got it. Spanish cuisine. You've got their paellas and all of that. They're lit.
What even is
German
British
cuisine
food?
is just sausage and meat. But UK is what? Fish and chips. That's a shit dish to me.
I don't fucking know what British food is, but I don't give a fuck.
I don't understand. Once you guys landed on Plymouth Rock, that's when you guys learned how to cook. It's weird. You guys started eating like turkey and cornbread.
Yeah, oh wow! Look at the Americans.
Plymouth Rock.
Yeah.
Someplace in America.
What is Plymouth Rock?
That's like the settlement of the entire country. It's
no one gives a fuck about America, man. Nothing's in the South
America #1.
Fuck yeah. Danny Passion
Shepherd's
Official with
pie and
$2
potatoes. You guys got taste when you landed here. I don't know what you were eating before.
Taste.
Yeah.
British food.
That's because once you guys landed here, you guys had real meat. Real meat.
You just add flavorings. That's all it is. But
guys, I'm gonna blow your mind now.
What?
Like in the West Midlands, we have orange fish and chips.
That's disgusting.
It's orange, man. I don't know why it's orange. It's nice,
I thought you had orange, the fruit with fish and chips. Okay,
I don't know why it's orange. Maybe the Midlands
type of potato.
Chat, who knows? I think it's
different type of potato.
I think it's paprika, man. It makes it orange.
It's actually spicy. Look, you guys can't handle your spice.
I love orange fish and chips, man. It's a Midlands thing. Paprika powder.
That's why it's called the Midlands, because it's mid.
Powder.
It's
you need to have like spice, bro.
I love Indian food, man. Out of all cuisines in the world, and I'm so sorry for the British Empire on behalf of my countrymen, but Indian food is just the fucking best, man.
100%.
Fucking vindaloo, man. Mutton vindaloo.
Indian food is just
best
mad.
Food.
It's bro, like the flavors are insane.
Yeah, I love it.
Huh?
Corden, man.
Oh, Iranian food is also dank.
You guys don't like Cajun cooking at all? I love Cajun
I
food.
love it.
I fucking
Korean
love.
food.
I love Cajun food from from the actual South. Like it's just
People in chat
Cajun.
sharing their favorite foods right now.
Okay.
yeah. Like
Chat saying
pho is
Mediterranean
bomb
type
pho.
food is the best.
Vietnamese, samosa, Jamaican food is my favorite.
Jamaican food is
I never had
wicked.
some. Like I've had
Very
some
similar
really
to
great
Asian
food
food.
in America, man. American food is amazing. Like the best chicken I've ever had was in America. So good.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Here where I live, we have all the culture food, but we have like the bland version of it. You know what I mean? So
That's
not,
true.
We're not getting proper Mexican food. We're not getting proper Asian cuisine. We're not getting proper Thai food. And not proper Indian food. You gotta go till like honestly, in LA you have a better chance of getting the real deal.
LA, New York.
Yeah, but where I
San
live in the
Francisco's
state
let
of
down.
where I live in the state of Oregon, it's all like just wannabe.
Wannabe food, yeah.
Yeah.
You need some homemade Asian food. If I gave you the biryani that family creates, bruv, the taste will destroy your face. Daddy Passion Official with $2 super chat. Asa looks like he's muted everyone on the show.
Aisha just doesn't move and it scares me at times. It's there, and I'm just like, he looks like he has sinister thoughts in his head. I'm just like, oh.
Sinister
Tyson just wants to go to bed, man.
You're
I know,
overestimating me.
he was
There's no
just
thoughts in it.
He only talks every now and then, and it scares me when he talks. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So ominous.
It is ominous. There you go.
Hoggy says, we have plenty of Indian food here. We have everyone's cuisine since we have people immigrating from everywhere on the planet. So, Hoggy, you're Indian. You have to tell us, is the food, because you worked in England as well, and we pride ourselves on the Asian food. I didn't see any good restaurants there. Are you saying, which state are you in? That Indian food is good in America? It's the first time I've heard it.
Well, in my state of Oregon, it's not, because like we don't get
Depends
the real
on the state.
ingredients. Honestly, though, if you want real Indian food in my state, you can go to an actual Indian shop where they sell actual ingredients from the motherland and everything there. It's the real
To
deal.
make it yourself.
Yeah,
not a
to make it
restaurant.
yourself. But the restaurants around do not actually use those actual Indian ingredients. And on top of that, the generations of these types of styles of the food are not the same. So like if you go to India, like the plates are like I mean the portions are significantly bigger over there too. Like
no, you have to. You guys haven't tried real Asian food until you've gone home and someone's made it. Sorry, Jez, you want to say something?
I'm telling you, man, come to the Midlands, right? We've got such a huge Sikh and Hindu community in Warsaw.
Oh, yeah?
And we have the best fucking Indian fucking food. So good.
Is it? Man, yeah.
Yeah,
Here in
man,
London, we
like,
have some
burn your
wicked
face
restaurants
off,
as
man.
well. It's like really
London
good.
too, man. But like, there's like when I was growing up as a kid, like there's a big Guru Nanak Sikh temple in my town in Warsaw, and like when I was a kid, that we'd go there for like a school trip, you know, and they give us the Sikh and Hindu sweets and stuff like that.
Oh, pakoras.
It's so
and shit.
good. And I just like I've been obsessed with Indian food ever since, man. Indian food is the best fucking food, man. It's the best
I
fucking
think so
food.
too.
I love Indian food.
You know, guys, this one from the Andrew 13 199 says,
He says, best Thai food I had in my life was in Bend, Oregon.
honestly, Andrew, I know what restaurant you're talking about because I've obviously gone to Bend many times. Bend is
Not
like
a fan of Thai food.
Bend is the eastern part of Oregon. So like the western part of Oregon is foresty Pacific Northwest forest, and then the eastern side of Oregon is just basically dry desert and shit. And but over there is like there's this Thai restaurant I went to that was fucking fantastic. They had some of the best I don't even know what type of tea it was anymore that I had. It was like it wasn't a black tea, it was goddamn, I already forgot the name, but I don't know. I had some excellent tea. I had
Turkish
some excellent
tea?
food. It was good.
They have like sediment in there.
Yeah, there was a bit of sediment. Yes, there was a bit of
That's Turkish.
sediment in there.
Yeah, that's Turkish tea,
And,
man.
And the location where it was good. Yeah.
But if you come to London, man, either one of you, all of you guys, we go to a restaurant.
Yes,
some
guys,
mad-
I'm coming to London, man. We're gonna hang out.
Let's do it, man. Fucking hell.
I would rather visit you boys and
Gaz.
see how and have Gaz get me smashed. And
Have you-
protect me. Make sure I don't fight anybody downtown and stuff.
100%.
Gaz, have you ever been to Bodine's in London? Gaz?
No, Bodine's.
Yeah, it's a fucking American joint, and the portion sizes are ridiculous. They're like Jez portion sizes. They're fucking huge, man. The Bodine's in London, so good.
American portion sizes are disgusting.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. It's like you ask you like American mac and cheese, and they bring you a fucking bucket. A
bucket.
They do, bruv. Have you seen the Coke drinks? They're the size of a human being, bruv. They're so big. The fucking Coke bottle. It's fucking disgusting. So much sugar. So much. Everything. The meat has sweet. There's so much sugar in that. The sauce. Americans just lather it on hard. You guys go hard, and it tastes so good, but it's so bad for you. Anyone who is fit in shape in America, I rate them.
The American food is ridiculous. Like the hamburgers have sugar in it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The salads have sugar in them. The fucking.
I had when I was in Los Angeles, I had an LGBT fucking milkshake, and it had like 2,000 fucking calories in it, and it was like this big. I was like, how much fucking sugar is in this motherfucker?
2K calories. You told the story before. 2K calories in a milkshake is disgusting. That's a daily intake for a woman.
I was incredulous, bro. I was incredulous. I had 2 of them. Fuck it.
Oh my god, 4K. 4K calories.
It's crazy because like sometimes I want to have like something to snack on. I want to have munchies when I'm baked as fuck, right?
Yep.
But then I'll go to the store. I'm like, okay, well, maybe some Cheetos. And they're like, well, I'll turn back the bag just this one time, just to look at it. I'm like, why did I do that? Now, why did I do that? Now I can't enjoy these. Back on the shelf. I'm like, all right.
I was like, you're pretty good.
I'm like,
I don't do that.
I'm like, this I'll definitely get. Don't look at the back of these. I'm like, I'll look at the back. I'm like, I'm putting this down. I'm like, all this is going to kill me and give me cancer. I'm like, what do I do? Life sucks.
when you have to get those, there'll be donuts with chocolate in them and all sorts, and they're open 24 hours here. It's disgusting.
Man, you're making me think of a donut now, and I'm just like, ugh, a fucking Boston cream filled donut. Ugh.
Yeah, that'd be mad.
Dude, I know it sounds like heart disease, and it is, but
it is, bro.
Like when you're allowed to spoil yourself that one time with it. You suck on it like a vampire sucks on blood. Like, and then that gif of that little girl at the football game. She's holding like a bag of candy and she's like having a sugar rush. She's like,
that crazy girl.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? She's like, sticking the tube.
So much sugar. That's so fucked. If you think about it.
That's me on one of those donuts.
I've never seen someone spasm over so much sugar overload.
That's me on one of those donuts. I'm like, I look like a coke head. I'm like,
fuck.
So much goddamn sugar in American food. You wonder how.
That's what they are. Little kids are coke heads at that age. You're feeding them literal coke. Might as well go. Imagine that 6-year-old daughter doing that. That's what you're doing with sugar. It's disgusting. Richard says, do you like
soda,
Korean?
Yeah. When I was a kid, a soda was like a drug to me. It had fucking caffeine and sugar. You drank disgusting. It, you felt good. You're like, woohoo!
Yeah, that's what it is. People don't realize.
First euphoric bust, and then people wonder.
First euphoric bust. It's just sugar.
I know. Well, there you go. That's the girl.
Oh my god.
That's me on a donut. Like
oh
it's
man.
Like sugar. Like you'd be surprised because like a cup of coffee is sometimes all it takes to completely shift my mood. So
yeah,
it's
same.
like
I'm the same.
Yeah. Tea won't work for that. I don't know. But like
tea can, if you supplement it with the cookies like biscuits and stuff, that gives you the sugar. But I think it's a whole mood, bruv. Nariko with a £5 super chat. Lads, the French nickname, the British Le Roast beef. Anyone who disses British cuisine hasn't lived until they've tried proper roast beef. I've tried Asian roast beef, but I haven't tried British roast beef, and that looks the most tantalizing with the gravy. It's making me hungry, bro. That is the thing I haven't actually tried. Thank you for that super chat. because I
My
might change
fucking
my mind
nan
on
made
that.
the best fucking Sunday roast, man.
Oh, that must be
God
nice.
rest us all.
Roast.
Choose a fucking like mashed potato.
It's all about the sauce.
Gravy.
It's all about the sauce.
The sauce.
Yeah, just
It's all about the sauce.
the gravy, man. Fucking gravy.
Gravy's like
Like
sex.
Jess is just staring into the distance, like, I'm hungry.
Gravy's like unisex jizz.
tell
That's
from
what it's
looking-
like.
Yeah, you can tell from looking at me that I like my food, right?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, food's food. Like, honestly, eat till your heart's content, literally.
Yeah, until you die. Come on, man.
until I have a fucking heart attack, man. Like,
Come on,
hey,
man.
you only live once, right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's just.
Want to live for longer? If you're gonna
I'm
live
honestly,
once.
I find myself eating better food, like finer foods, great foods these days, because, like, you know, when I was younger, like eating something like Taco Bell, yeah, it was feasible. But when I get older, I'm like, something like Taco Bell is guaranteed to make it
Bro.
a bad day, right?
Bro,
Who gives a
wait.
fuck, man? Who gives a fuck?
So
Bro,
now
after 30, your body just gives up. Bro,
I don't know what
couldn't
it
believe
is. I mean, your body just tells you, like, I don't like this anymore. I don't like that, and then you just start cooking at home, or you start eating more
Fucking
home cooked
crazy.
meals, and like your body just feels better. Like it's
I have
just
one
like
one cheat meal and I look pregnant, bro. It's just like, damn. This is like 6 months. It's just like I can't even do it. That's why I just like
and
doing
also like
cardio.
if I want to keep my my lifting schedule right, I have to be feeling good, so I have to be eating good. Like you eat something like that, you're not gonna feel
You're
good.
pretty built for someone who sounds like a cartoon on a popsicle.
I got strong. I got some fucking strong ass legs. Back when I had my Instagram, I had a video of me squatting 450, and my ass looked good in that shot.
Oh my god, you're another Alex, basically,
No,
just without the camera.
Yeah, I'm a shorter Alex by far.
Yeah, but you're built
Yeah.
as much as Alex or less
No, Alex is definitely more toned.
toned. Okay.
Which
but-
Alex is this?
Oh no, it's Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I would definitely say I think I have better legs than Alex, but Alex definitely has.
Oh, legs! That's sacrilege. You just attacked his one body part that's constantly on display when he's slapping his thighs. You went for legs. Ooh,
I'm talking
Alex.
about not like in looks. I'm talking about like in the
Strength.
workout. In strength.
Ooh, the
I think,
meaningful
yeah.
thing, Alex. He just came for your knees, literally.
No.
Kenny.
Overall, Alex is like more.
There we go. The truth.
He's more
comes out.
definitely a lot more toned.
Fair enough.
A lot more toned. But
What about this body, man? Fucking, you don't get more tone than me, right?
Toned, as in. Morphine
I'm gonna
definition.
tone my ass to sleep. That's
I'm sorry. Well, let me read the super chat. $5 super chat from Hoggy Chatty. I know Septic Sauce didn't just call out Jez on handling spice. Oh my god, yes, when Jez beat Septic on the one chip
Yes.
challenge.
fucking
Motherfucking
beat you,
Hoggy.
bitch.
You piece of shit. How are you gonna throw me under the bus like that? Yes, fine. Jez, Frit, did you see us do the one chip challenge, hot chip challenge?
No,
We
I
had
did
the-
not. I did
Oh,
not.
me, Hoggy, and Jez did it on camera. And, bro, I was the first one to duck out. Jez lasted for a while, and he handled it like a soldier, bro. The hot chip challenge is now banned in America because some kid died just a month after we did it, or 2 weeks after we did it. And, bro, it was bad when I was like, yo, this is killing my insides for one moment, but then it was all right. I've done way worse than that.
Jesus.
But Hoggy fucking was okay, didn't even budge, didn't even sweat, nothing. And then 10 minutes later, he was holding onto his stomach like he was about to give birth through his ass. It was fucking crazy.
What
he was
is you didn't
he
shit
was
for weeks
mad.
or what?
No, we just had that. It was just mad. Like, that chip was mad.
Andy.
How mad spicy was that? Like, what'd you say, like, on the scale of spicy things you've had?
Bro, at one point, it hits a 10. Like,
No, it's
Oh,
coffee.
Jesus.
it hits a 10. But the sustained
coffee
period
and
isn't that
Q, it's
bad.
this.
And then afterwards, you don't get as gut rot, which we would call it, is when I did a sauce challenge for the sauce video. It feels like there's a hole in your stomach. The one chip challenge didn't do that. But yeah, it was bad, man. It was
Dude, I
really
tell you,
bad.
right? I fucking the other day I went to my town in Germany is amazing because a lot of American tourists come here, right? And they want to reconnect with their German roots.
Oh,
Whatever.
in your town? To your town?
Yeah, in where I live in Germany, it's like medieval preserved. There's like ramparts and castles and shit. It's amazing. It's a tourist town, right? And there's also like there's an authentic Mexican, authentic Japanese, there's a bunch of authentic Greek and Italian and stuff like that. But there's also like authentic Indian. And like since doing the one chip challenge on my YouTube channel, jez.c, which you should
check it out. It's in the description.
I go to the Indian in my town and I have like lamb vindaloo or mutton vindaloo or whatever.
It's not as spicy, right?
It doesn't feel like it's not shit anymore since doing the one chip challenge. It's like, oh, that's like I can drink this sauce now.
Exactly.
I'm doing the one chip fucking challenge.
One chip challenge and that kind of challenge is so severe that it reduces your it increases your tolerance tremendously.
Oh yes, that was crazy, man.
That was bad.
Like I was trying so hard to last longer, and I was just like, "Fuck it, man! I'm gonna have some milk right now."
You need some milk.
How big of a difference did the milk make?
Oh, but the milk made it worse. And King David came on the stream, and he was telling us,
Oh, really?
and he was like, "Yeah, King David jumped on, and he was telling us like, yo, we've done it before. Don't drink milk. That would have messed you up." By then, we had already had our shit, and we were just struggling and suffering. And in the background, you just see Hargy literally holding onto his stomach, standing, then going off camera. We thought he died.
I was fucking worried, man.
Yeah, he disappeared for a while. I was like, he's taking a gigantic shit for that long, or he's crawling in the corner of his bathroom and dead. It's like,
I was worried.
Bad.
I was worried.
It was pretty bad because the way Huggy looked was pretty painful. God Emperor, so forget with the $2 super chat. You can get some fire carne asada in LA. I've mispronounced that. I'm sure. I don't know what that is. What's fire carne asada?
Guys, you need to go to LA next year, man.
I've been to LA many fucking times, like many.
I went there once. It was
LA is awesome.
LA. I mean, I used to. I'm mainly originally from California, but I moved to like the state of Oregon, like 16-ish years ago. But I used to live in California in the southern area, out in the high desert. But often I'd go to LA, and even when I moved to Oregon, I still visit LA quite often.
LA's
it's like if you really honestly, it is really a food capital area. Like
food though,
I love LA.
But LA, you go to every shop, like everyone's pretend like they're one of.
Everybody has the same shit though. You go to Tianguis or anything like that. Everybody's.
I got this vibe that people all wanted to be actors, and it was just weird for a little bit. I felt that. But
that is the thing, because LA is supposed to be like the city of dreams for people, or everybody's out there is constantly trying to
grinding the Hollywood grind.
They're trying to constantly be like an agent.
Grinds.
Yeah, they're trying to like get agents and shit. It's
bro, that is a grimy grind. My cousin did that. He was actually a model, and there's a lot of fucking disgusting politics there, man. Like it's crazy to be an actor. It must be horrendous. You have to suck someone's dick, but his name is Harry Weinstein, just to get a fucking job.
I have a cousin with an insane physique. Yeah. He's basically an amateur model for like clothing lineup. He's doing a small time stuff right now, but he lives in the perfect area for it to grow, and his physique is out of this world. I mean, it's just like, so that's, I mean, he's just like anything.
Same. My cousin was the same.
Yeah, anything he puts on, anything looks good on this motherfucker. So
yeah, same.
His job is literally to just keep looking good.
But how long can you do that? You can't do it forever. It's not sustainable.
I don't know, but like his dad, my uncle, also had that insane physique, and now he has, he's the pot belly dad, but honestly, if it's a career that picks up for him, he can keep it going.
But for how long, man? Because
I don't know, but and his
looking for that long.
sister's also getting a gig with a clothing lineup modeling. So
it is very lucrative. It is very lucrative if you hit the right thing. Spartan661. Someone in chat says, "Can we bring in gaming topics?" But really, we've run out of topics. We kind of just
honestly the gaming
show.
Yeah, gaming news has been
the bonus show. Yeah.
Honestly, I found the food talk way more interesting because we talk about the same shit every
404
day.
people, 44 people still here. Smash the like button. It's great. Just talking about food. This says it all. I flew. Spartan661 says I flew a kite today. Xbox is way better than PS5. Thank you for that, Spartan. Yes, that's true. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll call it. I'm conscious of the time. This is quite long.
Right.
And Acer looks like he
in the morning
has been molested. What is wrong with
Acer doesn't look like he's ever tired, angry, sad, mad, happy. He looks like, you know. And then
all of those things at once,
like
and just kind of balances out.
Jez is just ready to go puke. So
I'm fucking borderline vomit mode at the moment.
Is it?
There
Oh
you
shit.
go.
Well,
Jez.
we'll spare you
I drank this fucking coffee liqueur miniature as well. And
Are you having lean? Isn't that what lean is? Have a bit of cough syrup and some freaking. Wait, did you say coffee or did you say cough syrup?
coffee liqueur.
Oh, I thought you have cough syrup. This guy's having
syrup,
lean out here, bro.
Man,
It's like to have some freaking Cocodamol and some tanks. Oh, anyway, chat.
Cough syrup tastes nice.
Asia is an AI bot.
Well, okay, this sounds like, yo, this guy's leading up in the podcast. It's crazy. Well, gents, Jess, before you throw up everywhere, I hope you had a good time on the
I'm gonna eat
show.
some crackers. No, it was fun, man. It was awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I told you, man, we have some sauce. This is a different kind of podcast. We talk about games and what do we think about the industry, and we talk about it. But this was
Imagine if he was talking. I doubt he would be drunk in front of Colt Eastwood. He would do that with you.
Hey, would.
I don't give a fuck, man. Cole be all right.
Cole is cool.
Colt Eastwood would be like, oh, I don't know, I haven't had a drink since high school.
Colt Eastwood would be sick. Nah, Colt is chill, man. I want to get Colt high.
First drink
so
I've had
bad.
in months, actually.
Colt would get so paranoid. It would be hilarious.
Oh my god,
It would be adorable. We would have to calm
Rand?
down. He'd be like, guys.
No, but not drinking about high. He told me you'd get high.
Colt Eastwood would be like, my heart's beating real fast. That's normal, guys, right? I don't know. Is it?
All the fucking Mountain Dew he drinks, he's gonna be beating high anyway. But yeah, Jez, I hope you had a good time on the show. Tell the people what's next and where we can find you and shit. We know where you are.
Find him in AA. That's where we'll be finding him.
No, man. Find me on Twitter at Jez Corden and on Rand's channel, Randall419, and yeah, fucking God knows what's gonna happen. You know, we react as needs must. You know, the devil drives, indeed. And there's a lovely person in chat called Isla Ghost who's linking a bunch of shit.
Of yours, yeah.
Find him on a mountain in Germany. And his girlfriend's parents' house.
I hope I haven't woke anyone up. But my girlfriend's probably like, I wish I could go to bed right now.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She's on
Well,
Instagram, so it's okay.
you know, that's fine.
No, I'm not sorry.
British!
Oh, shit.
I just turned you Indian, British.
Oh. Well, yes. British.
Pritesh, I turned you into an Indian, and Hitesh is an Indian name. I called you Pritesh. I just imagine you as an Indian person. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, Fritz.
I need to go and drink a shitload of water now, or I'm gonna be hungover.
Frit, man, tell the people where you can find you, bro.
You can find me at this very mid channel called Fritando Plays. I make the same videos all the time. You'll get annoyed real fast, but if you're able to put up with it, then oh shit, this is all professional. Look at this. Not a single PlayStation guy. Not a single PlayStation guy does this for me. Look how pro this is.
Yeah, he's got 65k. Subscribers. He makes raw videos.
Legit, man. That's legit.
I have some clout. I have 65,000, so I'm almost 65,000 subs. So I have some clout, Not 119,000 Twitter followers, but it's something. Yeah. So anyway, check me out if you have the stomach for it.
No, it's crazy content, Jez. Good luck. Enjoy it. I love it. I fucking love his content. It's so good. It's just raw. King David is the biggest fan of Fritz content, so
I know. I'm surprised about that one.
Shout out King David, and shout out to you guys tomorrow. And you're gonna do ILP. Good luck with that. I think we had the best Jez for this show because tomorrow he's gonna feel like shit.
No, we had the best Ace show this year.
Yeah.
He was extra quiet
I tell everyone always asks me like, how bad are your hangovers? I'm just like, I don't get hangovers, and the reason why is discipline. All you need to do, drink a pint of water before you go to sleep. You won't have a fucking hangover, because dehydration is what causes a hangover. It's basically
a whole pint of water, and you'll be fine.
Pint of fucking water, and you won't have a hangover. This is magic.
What are you talking about?
Or you might.
I'm gonna go and drink a load of water.
My medic mates, they drink so hard they put a drip onto themselves to have no hangover, and you have a pint of water just to... Anyway, Asa.
Sure, water.
well, goodbye. Just say something, Asa. I don't know.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye everyone. That was relaxed. It was good. It was fun. I can't even remember the game stuff, but it was a good time afterwards. Halo and Forza tomorrow for people wondering, and other stuff for the week.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me just make sure, hit the button to make sure I didn't miss any super chats. No, I didn't. Yeah, thank you all of you guys. It has been the best show because this is what we do. This is a
really good one today. This was a lot of fun.
I'm telling you,
honestly,
man.
I only really got invested when we started talking about food and shit. I was like, this is getting good.
Gaming stuff is cool, but you just got to mix it up and get to know the guests. Just chill.
So we're not real nerds, unfortunately.
Reading chat is cool. They're what they're like. Very similar.
Oh no, your chat's stupid. They're dumb.
Is it? I tried to keep up. But everyone in chat, we love you. Don't listen to Frit. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Safe.